Chillin' in the kitchen, chillin' in the house, postin', nigga, I'm postin'. Living in the strip club all night with it. She posted, live, she posted. Catch we posted, nigga, we posted. Catch them, they posted, live, they posted. Chillin' in the kitchen, chillin' with nigga, I'm posted, nigga, I'm posted. Chillin' on the block, trying to get it. I'm posted, nigga, I'm posted. Living in the strip club all night with it. She posted, live, she posted. Catch we posted, nigga, we posted. Catch them, they posted, live, they posted. Chillin' in the kitchen, chillin' in the kitchen. Got them coming in for the low, pay 23 for the beat. But I let it go for 34. Boy, I'm capping. When it comes to getting money, boy, I'm about to action. If you try to ride, boy, just know that a nigga back. Like a Green Bay. Try me if you want to. Uncle Sam's gon' scream, hey. Real fight, got good, yeah. Gas bag came from the bay. Confidential from LA. The baddest strippers come from the A. Let me be honest. The baddest bitch worked the violence. She walked down in the palace. The seen Louis on my wallet. Throw the clock up the driver. Niggas know I be wild. Gotta stay fuck stylist. Cause I love all designer. I be mix matching clothes, nigga. I can mix match a hoe, nigga. Bring my dog from up the road, nigga. Call the whole elbow, nigga. It ain't coming no dope, nigga. Left her sleeping on the road, nigga. Fuck a girl, she's a gold, nigga. So I only got those, nigga. Chillin' in the kitchen, chillin' in the house, postin', nigga, I'm postin'. Chillin' on the block, trying to get it. I'm postin', nigga, I'm postin'. Living in the strip club all night with it. She postin', nigga, she postin'. Catch we postin'.
Yo. What's really good, University of Miami Hurricane football fans? Your boy Alonzo 1219, aka Harlem Hurricane Zoe, representing the CWO Canes World Order 1219. You family, all of that, all of that. Can the church say amen? Amen. See, what I have for y'all today, right? It may not be. I'm trying to do. Hold up. It may not be everything that you guys want, but I do have a little bit of news for you guys today. I have a little bit of news for you guys today. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you what was told to me. We have 40 in the chat and 25 likes. So, I'm going to wait until we get the likes up before I start talking. I'm gonna wait till we get the likes up. Before I start talking, I'm gonna sit back and chill for a second. See if we can get these likes up. What's going on? Who are we got in the chat right now? Who are we got? Lakers dope. What's good? What's good? Slow folk, appreciate it. Appreciate that. And I'm thinking about doing something a little different. I'm thinking about doing private chats if I get real good breaking news. I'm thinking about doing private chats. I am thinking about doing private chats when I get breaking news. Just private chats for people who want to donate. But right now we're just gonna worry about this right now. And this isn't breaking news, but it is some information that you guys may want to hear about. And it is a coaching situation. It is a coaching situation. So I'm not going through everybody's name right now. I can't do that. So I got a phone call today, and today say the next 72 hours are going to be very, 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 very important for the rest of 2021 going into 2022. What was said was, let me see how to do this. what was said was after after the championship game tomorrow, after Oregon's championship game tomorrow, the University of Miami brass will contact Oregon for permission to talk to Mario. Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys process that before I keep going. But what was told to me today was that the University of Miami Hurricanes brass, they have agreed to ask for permission, because they have to ask Oregon for permission to talk with Manny. I mean, to talk with Mario. Um, I want to look at some of the responses. I want to look at some of the responses. I'm looking at some of the responses. Um, my bad tonight. Sorry, the game's tonight. They will contact him tomorrow. They will contact him tomorrow. They will contact Eugene, Oregon tomorrow and ask them where the Oregon Ducks are at and ask them for permission to speak with Manny. Okay, and this came out of the meetings today. Yes, they have to ask for permission because Mario Cristobal is under contract with the Oregon Ducks, and he has a $20 million buyout clause. So yes, they have to ask for permission. They have to ask for permission. That is called tampering. You cannot just talk to someone who's under contract. Mario has always been their number one guy. That's why I'm letting everybody get their comments out right now before. But I gave you the good news. I gave you the good news first. I gave you the good news first. I gave you guys the good I gave you guys the good news first. And speaking of Lane Kiffin, the Miami Brass doesn't want. I'm not gonna say a lot of the Miami Brass does not want Lane Kiffin for the same reason that I don't want Lane Kiffin, is because they know he's a one or two and done. Okay, so are you guys ready for the bad news? You missed the good news. I have I have to. I think I need a longer intro. I talked to Coach Hayes the other day. Coach Hayes said he had a guy that was upset with how long his intro was. He like, bro, you could always wait for the intro to be over with. I think I need a longer intro. That way I can wait for all the people to get in. All right. After the game tonight, after the Pac-12 championship game tonight, after the Pac-12 championship game tonight, Miami, the Miami Brass, will ask Oregon for permission to talk with Mario Cristobal. They have to do that because Mario Cristobal is under contract with the Oregon Ducks, and he also has a $20 million buyout. So what they're doing is they're going to ask for permission, and that's what's going from that's what's going from there. Okay, let me put my Cash App information in the chat just in case anybody wants to be generous enough to, donate to the channel. Put that in there in case anybody want to be generous enough to donate to your brother. All right, and I got this phone call early this morning after they had that meeting. I got the phone call early this morning to go ahead and talk about that. So this is what was told to me after the meetings today. Now, the bad news is for a lot of Miami Hurricane fans is that Miami is competing with Phil Knight. Miami is competing with Phil Knight. Okay? Miami is competing with the guy who owns Jordan, with the guy who owns Nike, with the guy who outfits 70% of the college football programs, with the guy who outfits the whole NBA, the number one shoe seller in the world, sneaker seller in the world, and people are not thinking that Phil Knight is going to let that go easy. They are thinking that Phil Knight may give Mario a plane. So they are doing their due diligence to at least speak with Mario and hoping that Mario wants to come home. Now, I'll ask you in the chat, if Phil Knight offers Mario $15 million a year and Miami offers Mario $7 million, is Mario leaving Eugene, Oregon? I would most definitely say no to that. Don't think that's going to happen. Wow, slow folk with a $50 donation. Slow folk CWO, man, I appreciate that, my brother. I appreciate that. $50 donation to the Cash App. Thank you so much, slow folk. I truly appreciate that, my brother. But that's that. I don't know if anybody else has released that. I don't know if anybody else has gotten that information to release that. But that is most definitely the news. So they are going to speak with Oregon, and they are going to speak in whatever pitch that they have. They are going to throw it at Mario, to try to lure Mario back home. But I don't know if they think they're confident enough, because as of right now, Manny Diaz is out on a recruiting trail. So I don't even know if they believe that that pitch is going to work. The only thing that I know is they're actually pitching the idea of going to talk with Mario, but they're waiting for the end of the game. They're waiting for the end of the game tonight to speak with him tomorrow about coming back home to Miami. Now, Mario mother lives in Miami, and she's not in the greatest health of all time. So maybe that can play a point in him wanting to come home and spend time with his mother. Maybe that can play a part in it. Appreciate that, Ernest, with a $10 donation from Ernest Morgan. Appreciate that so much, bro. Maybe that'll play a part in what happens with Mario. And maybe that's what they'll play on. But it's definitely going to be a tough up. And here's Billy in the chat. Billy knows more about this basically than I do. If you want to come in, Billy, let me know. and you can come in and talk about it. You hear that? It's the bottom of life with 2 outs, and we need a grand slam. It is definitely going to be an uphill battle. Appreciate that $3 donation from my brother Robert. Appreciate that, Rob, man. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. Um, Working hard to get these. Yes, it's a $20 million buyout. It's a $20 million buyout for him, and not just the $20 million buyout, the $2 million buyout for what's going on? What's going on, Streeter? Gary Shee. I don't know what that means, Street. So it's a tough. It's definitely a tough sale, tough buy. It's gonna cost a lot of money. But like I said, from what I was told, that's why that's why I'm doing this video. I would not be doing this video if this wasn't told to me. So what I was told was after the game tonight, I guess between tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday, they are going to make a push to bring Mario Cristobal back to Miami. Like I say, the problem with that is Phil Knight, and the rich people play a pissing game. I have more money than you have, or whatever. All those things are gonna be all those gonna things are gonna be in play. It's definitely gonna be a tough sale. Um, I don't know. I'm gonna put the stream key in for if Street Wanna comes in. If Streeter want to come in, I'm gonna put the stream key in. Y'all give me a couple seconds. If Streeter or Billy wants to come in, I'm gonna put the stream key in for that. Otherwise, I'm gonna open it up to everybody. But yeah, that's what was told to me today. I definitely most definitely believe it because if y'all heard what Chuck said last night. There's moves being made, and Chuck's a booster. He spends a lot of money, and he told you guys Monday. You will know something definitely by Monday. He didn't say whether you would like it or not. But he definitely said you would know something by Monday. So yeah, it is definitely and for that I got to do this right here, man. That $50 donation from my brother. Yeah, I got to do this one thing. Where is it at? Yeah, I got the. Now I appreciate you throwing that 50 at me, man. I appreciate that 50, and I appreciate the three, and I appreciate everything you guys do, man. Thank you so much. Um, but yeah, that's what I've heard, and hey, like I said, I trust the people that I talk with. Most definitely trust the people I talk with. Much as I want Mario to come, in all honesty, ain't coming just to have that feeling. You just have that feeling. I understand that. The problem is Miami don't have financial resources to compete. No, they have financial resources to compete with most schools. We're talking about Phil Knight. We're talking about Phil Knight. How do you compete with? I don't even. I want to see what his net worth is. What is Phil Knight? Hey Google, what is Phil Knight's net worth?
The net worth of Phil Knight is $61,700,000,000.
Time out. Did y'all see? Hey Google, What is CEO Phil Knight's net worth?
According to Wikipedia, type approval or certificate of conformity is granted to a product that meets a minimum
No.
set of regulatory, technical, and safety requirements.
Well,
Generally,
Hey,
type
Google.
approval is required before a
Hey,
product is
Google.
allowed to be sold in a particular country, so the requirements for
Hey,
a given
Google,
product
stop.
will vary around the world.
Hey Google, stop. Thank you. Hey Google, what is Phil Knight's net worth?
The net worth of Phil Knight is $61,700,000,000.
61,700,000,000.
Here is some information from the web that might possibly help. Here's a summary from the website wealthygorilla.com. Phil Knight's net worth is estimated to be roughly $45.5 billion. Philip "Phil" Hampson Knight is an American business magnate and philanthropist from Oregon. I also found an answer to this question. Is Phil Knight a billionaire? Do you want to hear?
No. Stop. That is crazy. So do you guys think we can pry Mario away from Oregon? What's good, Zoe? About a new day and a new way for the Canes. Listen. I think Street. I think Miami they're gonna be okay. It's gonna be hard, and I'm gonna put a stream key in for anybody who wants to come in now. Matter of fact, hold on. I might put the wrong stream key in. Yeah, that's what I did. I put the wrong stream key in. My bad. Here you go. I put the wrong stream key. I put the one. Yeah, I put the one in. I put the one in from yesterday. My bad. My bad. It's easy to do that. That's who thinks that. Like I said, this was told to me today. And hey, that's just. I mean, I don't want to be a guy to deliver. It's definitely bad news because so many people want Mario on the staff. I'm shocked. $66.7 billion. One man, $66.7 billion, and that's who Miami had to compete with. So we need 2 walk-off home runs in the bottom of the 9th inning. We need to get we need bases loaded, knock-off home run, and then bases loaded again and a knock-off home run in the bottom of the 9th to make this happen. We can match what? Kelsey, what can we match? We can't. We can't. We listen. Remember what was Rocky's wife? What was Rocky's wife's name? Ellen. What was his wife's name? Adrian. Remember what Adrian told Rocky? You can't win. I did not know Phil Knight was worth that much money. No, not 61. Was it 61? Yeah, $61.7 billion. 61,700,000,000. That's who you're gonna be competing with to get Mario away from Oregon. Who's ready to do that? That's crazy. And I'm glad I brought this news to y'all, like serious, because it's definitely man, it's definitely going that's an uphill battle. Appreciate that another $5 from another $5 from Robert. I'm sorry, Kenny. Kenny just sent another $5. I appreciate that, Kenny. Thank you so much, man. Every donation counts, man. That's why I'm sitting here working so hard, trying to get. I actually got off work a couple hours earlier today, so I can do this and get it over with, so it's not a really long show. These things are great. Oh man, but yeah, it's definitely gonna be a. We definitely wish on a star for that one. Why do you think ordering Oregon is not relevant in college football? They are relevant. They've been relevant since Chip Kelly been there. You can be relevant and not win championships, and that's a discussion that I had with the person that was telling me, giving me this information. I was like, in Oregon, all you have to do is be relevant. You don't have to win It's not a demand to win championships in Eugene. At least from my perspective, it's not. So he'll make more money with less pressure in a lower tax bracket. And Eugene, where it doesn't cost nowhere near as much to live as it does in Florida, especially in Miami. So it would have to be What do you mean? Finally, you are agreeing. Who are you? First off, SMD. Who are you talking to? Finally, I'm agreeing with Streeter, and I have my own opinion, bro. They have their own opinions. I don't have to agree with nobody. This has been my opinion from day one. This has been my opinion since day one. I've never said go get Mario Cristobal. So I have no idea who you've been listening to. But I don't say finally I agree with somebody. You got me. I'm going back in the old days. You got me bent.
Hey Zoe, what's up, man? I miss your ass.
I'm agreeing with agreeing with Flo and Streeter. Finally, you got me bent. I said back, oh, you got me bent. I don't ever agree with somebody just to agree with somebody. I don't expect nobody to agree with me just to agree with me.
There you go. Zoe.
What's up?
Hey man, I miss your ass. I miss you being real, because some of them cats over there on that Twitter, they not real, they talk a good game, but then,
well, I almost quit. The last 2 weeks I was done, and Billy had me in Orlando and met a bunch of bro, it costs money to do this, and I'm not making no money.
Hey Zoe, believe it or not, here's the deal. It's gonna go both ways, okay? If Mario really wants to come, Mario will cut ties. That's just the truth. He will cut ties. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's making that money like that. But there's nothing in Oregon.
Listen to me. If this is nothing. Whatever Miami offers him, Phil Knight's probably gonna quadruple it. If he thinks about leaving, whatever Miami offer him, Phil Knight's probably gonna quadruple it. So if Miami was to offer him $5 million a year, Phil Knight might offer him $25 million a year.
You know what? Let's see where his heart is at. Let's see
Did
where
you
Mario's heart is at.
Did you just see where his pockets was at? Did you just see where? Hey Google, how much is Phil Knight net worth?
I heard it.
The net worth of Phil Knight is $61 billion.
Hey Google, let me turn my phone. Hey Google, what's Phil Knight net worth?
The net worth of Phil Knight is $61,700,000,000.
All I know is that all I know. I tell you who really got.
You see, he started stuttering. You had to hear it again. You had to hear that number again. You had to hear that number again, didn't you? We ain't talking about none of their board of trustee members. We ain't talking about none of their boosters or nothing.
I know, Zoe. That's a lot of damn money. You're right.
This man outfits 70-80% of the football program.
You're right, Zoe.
Hey Slim, I like that picture with the truck, bro. I like that picture with your truck, Slim. What's going on? Let me get Anthony. What's going on, Ant? What's good with you?
Yeah, for me, I disagree with you, actually. And here's my 3 reasons. For me, I'm going to look at...
Your volume's kind of low. I can barely hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Barely, but go ahead.
Okay, what
I don't have my headphones in. So you
Wait, you don't have your headphones in?
No.
I'm
just going to speak on my computer.
3 reasons why I see Mario leaving is closer to home.
Huh? We can't hear you. No one can hear you.
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, try to get that fixed. Try to get that fixed. Let me get over to Slim.
You know what I bet? I bet he's going to talk about the Lincoln Riley and USC. I bet he's going to talk about that because they're going to run some things at the Pac-12.
Listen to me. You want me to repeat how much Phil not wearing?
You want me to choke up again? Go ahead.
What's going on, Slim?
There's 2 things about this whole conversation I just can't quite wrap my head around. Number one, the way things run at Miami, the AD hires the coach. If we don't have an AD, who's there to hire a coach or fire a coach? Nobody.
You're right. You are 100% right. But the one thing is, the president can also hire a coach
and fire a coach, and
the president can do that.
And I'm sure the president of the university can, but not normally. It's
definitely not normal.
Time it's the AD.
Yeah, and that's why last night when I had Booster on last night, Chuck Persons, big time. He was on last night, and we were talking about the same thing. And like because we're talking about like if everybody's saying he should have fired Manny, not knowing that if he fired Manny, and a lot of the board of trustees love Manny, board of trustees are billionaires too. They're gonna make Julio Frank job hell, so they have to do it the right way. So Slim is right. Like normally that's not a situation, but for some reason they had a meeting today, Slim, and for some reason they're gonna because if they wait for an AD or if they wait, it's gonna be way too late. So for some reason they're gonna push for it now.
All right. Well, that leads me into my second question.
Yes, sir.
And I was all, and I'm sure you remember this, before they hired Mark Richt and before they hired Manny. Both times I said hire Mario Cristobal.
Oh yeah.
Right now today, why in the blue fuck would I want to hire this man when all he does is get his ass beat in the Pac-12 full of bad teams?
Can I answer
that? I don't want to get beat up today, Slim.
I'll take it. All he's done is underachieve his entire career at Oregon. That's it. He has by far and away the most talented team in the entire conference. And he loses to a 3-win Stanford. Gets blown out by Utah. Only won 3 games last year. Backdoored his way into the Rose Bowl the year before. And all I heard out of Miami fans 2 weeks ago is how We don't want to hear about how Miami can backdoor into the ACC championship game. We don't want to backdoor into it. We want to outright win it. Well, guess what? Mario can't outright win the Pac-12.
This is what I'm gonna say for people like here comes Slim and all. The one thing I am gonna say, right? And me and Slim has had our differences, right? I hear a lot of people talk a lot of shit and won't put their face or mouth to it. I can give anybody a platform at least they want to don't have I call them YouTube fingers. He's not putting his face to it. So I can call anybody YouTube fingers when they won't put their when they're just talking to chat and not put because that's what this platform is for. You got agreements. Come over here and talk. Let's do this like so. I respect Slim because at least he stands on his own too, and he shows his face, whether you agree with him or not. You can't be mad at a man who has a different opinion. Like somebody said, finally you agree with Streeter and Miami Flow. When for 2 years I've been for not getting Mario. So maybe they finally agreeing with me. Not saying that's what they're doing, but don't ever say finally I'm agreeing with somebody because I've always stood 10 toes on my own.
Hey, Alonzo, you can just simply say this. Opinions are like what? Assholes. Because everybody
has them.
There you go.
Everybody got one and they all stink.
Yep. You're right. I can hear you now. Yeah, I can hear you now. But you know what? You know when the beer game and shit? Like, Anthony got a... Look at Anthony got a... Oh, shit. Don't try to challenge me, but... Oh, shit. What's going on, Anthony?
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Yeah. Hi, guys. For me, let me clarify what I was saying. I understand that for me, I have 3 reasons. The Lincoln Riley, and they left stable situations at Oklahoma and Notre Dame to go to fertile recruiting grounds because
that's a different. We're talking money now. We're talking money. That's what we're. All right. Just hear me on this, Anthony. Hear me on this. Oregon fans are not demanding that Miami win a championship in the next 30 years. They're happy being relevant. So he's gonna make way more money, more comfortable lifestyle, and stress free. So he'll be doing to become to Miami. Listen to me. He'll be doing to come to Miami from Oregon. He'll be going from Coral Gables, living in Coral Gables, making $30 million a year to move into the Beans.
Yeah, and for me,
I'm just saying. I'm just being real, bro. Money talks, bullshit run the marathon.
You're not lying.
Oh, okay. And for me, this is also another thing.
Did Lincoln Riley take a pay cut?
I think he's making $12 million a year at USC.
So he took an upgrade.
Yeah,
so you can't use that comparison.
Yeah, and
no.
Let me bring up the other portion of recruiting because I read articles that Mario had actually, even though they were winning Pac-12 championships and stuff like that, he had a hard time convincing kids from down south to come all the way up to Oregon. And
doesn't matter. They've always been able to do it though. Chip Kelly did it. They've always been able to do it.
Mario's been able to do it too. He's had top 5 recruiting classes every year he's been there.
Are they number 1 and number 2 right now? They're in the top 5 right now.
Yeah, no, but he's having easier because he convinces kids from Southern California because
he has it easier because Oregon has money.
No.
Would you like me to hey Google? What is feeling like network?
The
net worth of Phil Knight is $61,700,000,000.
Okay, we have two
That was
billionaires
my
that have the same amount of money as him. And Jorge Mas and Marcus Lemonis.
He got all the Cali talent. And listen, and Mario has ties in Florida, so he can get the Florida. Have you ever seen their locker room? Go on YouTube and look at Oregon's locker room. I've never seen shit like that in my life. It looks like something off X-Men. So and then they can fly that private jet that open up from the locker room and fly to Miami and pick up the kids and put them in the jet. Fly them back. Listen, it is going to be hard to listen. You mentioned Lincoln Riley. Lincoln Riley, if I'm not mistaken, is making more money at USC than he made at Oklahoma. And Oklahoma is the dumps. Eugene, Oregon is a beautiful place. Been there. It's not the dumps.
It's not the dumps, but it's damn.
It's nothing to
do that, really.
I got a private jet. Do whatever I want to do.
Well, I'm gonna disagree a little bit. In my opinion, the whole state of Oregon is the dumps. But
oh no, I never said Phil Knight owns Oregon. Never said. I never said. Now I got to get off Streeter. You want to battle? We can battle. You say life isn't about money. Okay. Bullshit. You tell SE and tell your mortgage company life ain't about money. Tell the light bill company life ain't about money. If life ain't about money, then none of us should ever take donations. None of us should ever be doing nothing to make money if life isn't about money. Quality of living. Life is about that. And nobody said Phil Knight owns it. I'll tell you what, that conversation we wouldn't even be having that conversation football with Streeter if Phil Knight was at Miami. Then we'll be saying Phil Knight is the biggest booster we got. Phil Knight is the biggest booster in America. The whole wide world.
I'll say this. Streeter's got a little bit of a point. Life ain't about money once you've done major money.
Thank you.
That's when it ain't about money.
Answer this question. What rich people you see sit on their laurels and say, I already made my money, I'm done?
No billionaire, I know that.
They always want more money.
Yeah. Yeah, and to me, when I look at I agree with Slim to an extent that Mario hasn't proven. He's won championships, but they were close games and stuff like that. And when he got to the highest level, facing Ohio State and Alabama, he got blown out and stuff like that. So I agree with Slim on that.
So you know what? So if that happens at Miami, the fans are going to call up his head. The fans aren't calling for his head in Oregon.
Because.
And you know what Chip get? Do you know what Brian Kelly did from Notre Dame? Do you know if Brian Kelly signed a 5-year contract with Notre Dame? I mean with LSU. You know what's in that? Right. You know what's in that clause? If they fire him if they fire him within that 5 years, they have to pay 75% of his contract. If they fire him and he wins a championship, they have to pay him the whole 100%.
Woo! Wait, did I hear you correctly?
You think Miami going to agree to that with Cristobal?
Maybe. If it's a 10-year contract, like Saban has with Alabama.
I'm talking about Brian Kelly's contract.
Here's the thing. To get any coach to want to come here at this point, he's going to have some kind of guarantee he ain't going to be fired, because every coach in America can see we're recycling coaches every 3 years.
Facts.
So they're going to, and that's my point. And the guy who I was talking with today that's what we talked about. Like, any coach that we get that comes here, we're going to have to guarantee. He's going to want a 5-year guarantee.
Thank you.
Because we fire coaches every 2-3 years. We fire a coach.
You know what?
So why would I come to Miami when I know if I know I'm not great, I'm gonna be fired? Like, if I'm not great in a hurry.
Zoe, that's funny that you said that, man. I went on Twitter and I told them at least we got to give Mario at least 5 years. At least five years, man. That was public enemy number one.
If we fire Manny and hire somebody else, that will be the 6th coach in the 18 years we've been in the ACC. That is literally a coach every 3 years.
That's bad. That's bad too. Shit, that's bad.
So, and those are all. Do you not think Mario Cristobal is going to weigh that option? So now it's okay. And like I say, Phil Knight, Streeter said Phil Knight doesn't own Oregon. Don't nobody own Oregon. Oregon is not a private university. They are a public institution. So no one owns them.
Okay, so real talk, he might as well own Oregon, man. All that money he got.
He probably owns the whole state of Oregon.
Yeah, and you guys brought up the quality of living, but when it comes to Oregon specifically, I have friends who live in that area because of the military, and they say
you have friends who live in that area that got Mario Cristobal money.
No, I'm not saying.
No, because I'm serious because you can go to any city. I got friends who live in Miami that don't have Coral Gables money. That is in shitty areas.
Did I finish what I'm saying though? But what I'm saying is, they say that area where Oregon, they live near Eugene, and they say the Eugene
every stadium is in the hood.
Huh?
Every stadium is in. Let me explain something to you. Every football stadium in Atlanta Falcons Stadium is in the hood. Every stadium is in the hood or close to the hood because the property is cheaper. So that's where they buy the stadiums at.
Not Oregon.
The other thing is close by the hood, but it's close by the hood but it's built up like X-Men.
And I think the quality of life in Miami would be a lot better because you're on the water and you're fishing and stuff like that.
He can go fishing. Got a private jet. Go fishing anytime you want to.
No.
Coaches don't. Slim, can you agree with me on this one? I'm asking Slim, can you agree with me on this one? Because I know he can't disagree with me on this one. Slim, do you hear me?
Yeah.
When do coaches have an off season to go fishing?
Lane Kiffin did it.
No. I'm asking Slim. Slim, when do coaches have an off season to go fishing?
Man, Jimmy didn't have one until he retired and didn't leave his boat.
So you talking about, okay, he can go to Florida and go fish. No, he's going to be in Florida going to schools. It's a 24-hour day job, 365 days a year as a college football coach, man.
Woo.
Big time programs, whether it's Ohio State, your Alabamas, your Georgias, whoever's on top right now, name them. Recruiting's 24/7, 365.
There you go.
That's why Dan Mullen just got his ass run up out of Florida for somebody put in the comment section a little while ago, hired Dan Mullen. No.
If Mario is hired, who are your guys' top favorites?
I like that comment. J Love T just made a comment. Slim always stand behind what he says, showing his face. That's all it is, man. Like you hate, love, hate, whatever. Man, stand on his words, man.
Hey Zoe, my man asked him a question.
I can barely hear him. Like,
hey man, you need to turn your mic up, man. Turn your mic up.
I'm talking to an iPad mic. Those mics are suspect sometimes. Can you hear me now?
That's why I don't buy Apple products.
There was someone in the chat. I'm not sure who was calling me an idiot, but I hope it wasn't me because I'm just asking like those. At least I'm coming up in the chat and showing my face, man. You're just in the chat talking all this shit. So.
That was the first time I heard Anthony curse. What the hell? What's going on today? What's going on?
And listen, a lot of the things people say about Manny, I agree with. I said, and Zoe remembers this, I said Manny never should have been hired in the first place.
And I disagreed, and I agree now. So.
I just, and I said it then, and everybody's saying it now. You don't want a first-time head coach learning on the job here. I said it before they hired Manny. But once he became the coach, I said you got to give him the time to learn how to be a coach.
And that's what they're doing. Listen, the only thing. All right, I hate this damn thing. The only thing right now. All right, the board of trustees do not trust Lane Kiffin. So they don't trust Lane.
Who would?
They don't trust Lane, so it's not enough trust level to fire Manny and bring in Lane. There's not enough faith or trust. And we got 125 in and 85 likes. Can we get to at least 100 likes, bro? 126 in. Can we get 100 likes?
Well, I mean, here's the thing with Lane Kiffin. Where on his record is he any better than Mario?
I'm not. You know what? I'm not even going to get into that discussion because you know Slim. You know how you have certain that no matter what the record is, people once a name is thrown out there, people jump on the name.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I agree with
somebody. I ain't never seen somebody just get left on the tarmac by a school except for Lane Kiffin.
They did.
Funny.
I think he was running late. I think he was running a little bit late. That's why they did.
No, hell no. He got his ass. He was standing on the tarmac. His shirt was smoking. He just got fired.
Woo!
Go ask Raiders fans what they think of him.
Oh my God.
Slim, it's funny you should bring that up, but now I talked to my friends who are Alabama fans from high school, and that fan base is already calling for after Saban won them like 7 championships.
Hey, Anthony. This is why I say what I say. You know, a fan is short for now. You know what fans are short for, right? Fanatics.
What is short for?
Fanatics. Like your fan base. The fans wanted Nick Saban fired because of that close loss, that close win over Auburn. What the fuck? Now, fire him and bring him to Miami.
Hell, they were talking about firing him in 2019 when they went 10-2. Good God.
The hell. I hope they fire him. Unlike Mark Rick, I'll take a fired. I'll take a fired motherfucking I'll take a fired Nick Saban any day. Today, right now, fire him, please. Please.
Real talk.
Please. And if we're going to talk about short-term interim coaches that might not do a long tenure, then give me Urban Meyer. Because at least I know, I ain't gonna say I know for a fact, but there's a 90% chance we're gonna win a championship within a couple of years if he come here. He's done it last 2 stops.
Urban Meyer's a scumbag human being. I can't get behind that one.
Listen, I'll take that scumbag human being and 2 championships and an 8-year layoff. Right.
Hey, tell him, Zoe, he win what? Championships.
Yeah, he win championships. I mean, Michael Jordan's come back. I mean, Michael Jordan left his wife on the tarmac.
So
they got 3 kids together.
Now, everything I said about Lane Kiffin, I have no trust in Lane Kiffin as the head coach. I have all the trust in the world as Lane Kiffin, the offensive
Need 7 more likes. I'm sorry. Say that again, Sam. Hey, Anthony, do me a favor. Go get you some headphones and come back.
Okay.
Go plug you in some headphones.
I said, just because I don't have any faith as Lane Kiffin, the head coach, I've got all the faith in the world in him as Lane Kiffin, the offensive coordinator. That he's proven, without a doubt.
He'll give a. Hey, J Love, come on in the chat, J Love. Put this in for you, J Love too. But like I said, last night I had Chuck Parsons on he is a huge boost at the University of Miami, and he said it last night. Watch for Monday. Watch out Monday. Monday there'll be some balls rolling come Monday. And so just watch out Monday and let's see what happens. But there will be but I was not expecting the information I got this morning, and I like this. He called me out the blue. Somebody called me out the blue and said the meeting just ended, and then that's what was discussed. And definitely wasn't expecting that. Because to be honest with you, I thought it was too late to even try to go after a guy right now. You know, I mean, I feel it was too late, but I guess, and it could see. My thing is, it sounds more to me like Miami is trying to save face. It sounds more to me like somebody's trying to save it, so they can say, "Well, yeah, we did go after Mario." Because, like, truly, what are your chances of landing that guy? Whether you think he's a good coach, bad coach, mediocre coach, no matter what you feel about, no matter how you feel about him, what you think about him, what are your realistic chances of landing Mario? I mean, just, serious. Slim, I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you first, and then I want you to answer again. Because serious, Slim, for real, like, throw whether you like him or not, or he's winning, throw all that out the window. Just money for money, situation for situation, and the timing. What would be Miami realistic chances of landing of taking Mario away from Oregon?
Slim to none.
Because
here's the thing. Not only are you fighting against Phil Knight
and
bidding against Phil Knight, but at the same time, it like this whole thing, everybody's talking about the university says they're going to spend more money. I've been hearing that shit for 30 years, and they still ain't done it.
They are
it's
now,
one of those
though.
things. It's one of those things. I'm not going to believe it until you do it.
I wish you would have tuned in that because what's name broke that down last night. Chuck broke it down. They definitely raised the money.
And I get that, but it's like I go into all these chats and I hear people talking about, the university needs to spend more money. They need to do this, and need to do that. Okay, I mean, you could have said that for the past 100 years. That's about how long the university's been around. They haven't done it. The university doesn't care about football, never has. The football program won despite the university.
Oh yeah, that's most definitely but not get. I mean, that's why I was so happy to be able to get Chuck on. I was like, whoa, he's actually gonna come on, and he broke it down like this. They're tired. The boosters are tired, and they put the money out there, but they also know that Manny has one more year with the buyout, and it's also is a little too late. If they were going to really be serious and go after a coach, they would have let him go when Blake James resigned. Not just that, Blake James is still on campus. Blake James is still on campus.
Well, and that's something else that got me too. That whole PR stunt where people were acting like the university fired Blake James. Well, maybe they're finally listening to the fans. No, they're not, because we all heard it 2 weeks before that Blake James wasn't going to be back next season. Who do you think put that out? Blake James.
And he's back right now. He never left. So what position? What are they doing with him? He's there because he can raise money, so he's going to have some type of title there.
And listen, that's all the university's looking for out of an AD. So as far as the university is concerned, he had done his job. Why the fan base got fixated on him, I'll never know. He did what he was hired to do, which was make money for the university.
The fan base what he gave. I could say 75% of the fan base wanted Manny when he got hired. Serious.
Yeah, a lot of them did.
That. And 98% of the fan base wanted Mark Richt when they hired him. And I was the 2% against that. So I was with the 75%, and I was part of the 2% that did not want Mark Richt. So he gave the fan base what they wanted with two coaches. He listened to the fan base. Maybe you don't need to listen to the fan base. Maybe you need to listen to. I mean, what boost? I mean, that billionaire club that's called the Boards of Trustees. That's the billionaires club. Like,
but I ain't gonna lie. So hiring Manny wasn't the problem. The biggest downfall was not just making him a CEO day one, man. When he brought Blaker, that was the end all be all, man. He pushed himself back 3 years when he did that, bro.
Why he called plays? He called Baker plays. Just saying. Am I wrong, JLP?
With a headache with that, man.
You know what? And I said it. I said it at the time, and I still hold to it now. I think Blake Baker was far from the problem. I think the mentality of a lot of the players were the problem. When you look at players taking TikTok videos and dancing on the sideline when they're losing to FIU, that's not a coach. That's a player with his head up his ass.
That is a coach. I'm gonna tell you why it's a coach. I'm a supervisor at my job. If they playing TikTok, you're getting fired. Okay. That what the coach's job is to do. These are kids. These are kids. In the day, they're kids. Seriously, they're still kids. My daughter's 19 years old. She's still a kid. Like she does not act nowhere near like an adult at all. Nowhere near. So when the coaches are letting them, we have a cell phone policy at our job. You cannot have your cell phone out unless it's an emergency phone call or during break. You let the plant manager walk out there and see your ass on the cell phone, and it ain't break time, and you playing TikTok, you fired right then on the spot. So he fired one person a year ago, and ain't nobody played TikTok since.
What up, Slim? I see you had said earlier, why would Mario would want to leave Oregon? And I already explained it to the Oregon fans because he basically told on himself. The reason why Mario have to leave Oregon, he's already reached his peak. And when I was talking to the Oregon fans, that they felt that he reached his peak, but they're already tired of the Rose Bowls. They're talking about after this year is either title or bust. So I was like, whoa. Okay, if that's how y'all feel, then I feel like Mario will probably run from that situation. Two things, either run from that situation or tell Phil, listen.
Didn't he just sign a contract extension last year?
That was I think 2 years ago. It wasn't this year.
So
right?
it's not. So he got like 3 more years left on that. We can pull up how many more years he got left on that contract. So they're not just going to not bust.
That's
the fans are short for fanatics, man. I keep saying that. Like,
yeah.
If you're not, if I listen to what the fans, Miami Hurricane fans, we'll be hiring Jesus Christ next week as the head coach.
Boy, you bad. You bad.
I'm just saying. Like, that's why I try my best to get my information. That's why I don't do like some of the one of the other guys that just go read articles and talk about it.
Hey, big guy, what's your name down at the bottom again with the hat on? What's your name, man?
Oh, that's J-Lo T.
J-Lo T? Hey, man, when Lincoln Riley comes in for USC, it's a wrap for them. It's a wrap for them.
No, it takes time.
Why would it be a wrap? You have
because he's gonna lock down.
No. So I'm about to. This is why I'm about to kill you on this one, Kelsey.
Okay.
How many scholarships are you allowed a year?
I don't know. How many?
25. 25.
Okay.
Are there only 25 players that play on the West Coast? 25 powerhouse players on the West Coast? Is that all they are?
No.
That's why people say Miami lock down Miami. You can't lock down Miami because if you did, you wouldn't have enough room. So how's it a wrap? There's no way it can be.
Raleigh, great coach.
I get what you're saying, Kelsey. Like I respect what you're saying is probably halfway true, but you got to understand it takes 2 years.
Right.
You can never no coach can lock down one state. It's impossible. You only get 25 players a year.
Well, number one, it takes more than 2 years. Number two, despite what I think of Mario as a head coach at this point, that's the best recruiter in the nation, period. Point blank, period.
Right. Okay.
And plus, Lincoln got to prove something. He ain't proved he had a defense.
All right, I got some good news for you guys on Mario. Thank you, Billy, thank you, Billy. Billy has just hooked me up with people that I'm getting text messages from people. Mario's buyout is now down to $9 million for this year and 6.5 million by January.
We gonna buy his ass
I
out.
heard it here first.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody Billy done put me on to, man. I was in Orlando. It was some pretty nice moves. Thank you, Billy. If you're looking, damn it, boy, your boy back. It's too early to start drinking. No, it ain't. Oh, it ain't too early to start drinking. It's Friday. I ain't got no job to go to tomorrow. Hey, man, what's it good, man?
What's good, baby boy?
You can't call it, man. I can drink right now because I got some real people behind me helping me get some information.
What's good, J Love?
Chilling, man. Blessed, man.
That's my
Hey,
boy.
J-Love.
That's my boy Slim Shady Kane up at the right corner. Been rocking with me for day one. And my brother, homeboy Kelsey, in the middle, been rocking with me from day one. And that's a new YouTuber and Hurricane fan. And new brother Martin, his YouTube channel is Live Wire Sports. Y'all check him out. What's good, Martin?
What's good? What's good, my man? And what's good, Slim?
What's up, boss? Another day in the neighborhood.
Right.
How you feel, man?
I'm good. I'm just trying to catch up with everything. I was on another call earlier, so I was trying to time it to tap in, so I missed the beginning of the show.
I'll tell you what's going on real quick. Like I'll repeat it real quick. Like after the game tonight, University of Miami will be reaching out to Oregon for permission to speak with Mario about coming to Miami.
I tell you, they're gonna lose that game tonight.
Real talk.
Yeah,
They
they're gonna
probably
lose
are.
that game tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, that last time they played Utah, it wasn't even close. It was like 38-7.
Yeah.
I bet you. I bet they win tonight.
No, I think it'll be closer, but I don't think they'll win.
I bet they win tonight. They gonna listen. Mario is sitting here and watching the chat right now. Y'all got me fucked up.
Hey, prove me wrong. Go for it, boss.
So y'all got me now. I know y'all have, but y'all got me.
Hey, prove me wrong, boss. I'll be the first to say I was wrong. And I'll freely admit it's hard to beat the same team twice. But when you absolutely blow them out the first time, I don't see you coming back and beating them the second time.
That was a confidence shocker for them when Utah blew them out. They ain't got no confidence.
I fought a guy, right? He got my ass. The first time I fought him. The second time I fought him, he went to body slam and I grabbed him. I bit him on the back of the neck. And I beat his ass after that. I won that second. I had to bite him. I picked the shit out of him until you started pit bull. I locked down.
Hey, my man, Dr. Bond, was it like a moment when you?
Oh no! When I seen the same moves in stars again, I was like, oh shit! And I just grabbed him by the back of the neck and bit the shit out of him.
Say that again.
I said he had me in the air.
Beating Oregon.
And I went to pray. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if God got me or something, but and he said bite his neck. That motherfucker had more than the hickey. Shit. Anybody kill me like that again? I ain't moved that fight. I cheated too. I bit the shit out of him. Yeah. Not happening. But now I just don't think
I'll be honest with you.
I don't think they're gonna lose tonight. I don't. I think that. I think blowouts are kind of like when they gave up. I think when you get blown out, a lot of times you give up.
Yeah, but that was.
Didn't we blow Florida State out last year?
Hey, man, half the players still ain't got the Utah players' foot out their ass. That game was only 2 weeks ago.
That's real talk. Real talk,
Hey,
Joe.
and we
Real talk.
gonna all see tonight.
Hey, Zoe, they lose, you got to do a live.
No, I don't.
Zoe, they got some.
If a
Zoe, they
booster
got
don't
some
tell me I
dogs
got
over
to
there in
do it,
Utah, man.
if a booster
Versus
don't
Oregon.
tell
They
me,
got some dogs over there.
if a booster don't tell me I got to do it, and then what time the game come on?
8.
If they lose tonight, I'll do it live.
Hey,
If they
J
lose
Love,
tonight,
what do you
I'll do
think
it live.
about Utah, man?
I'll do it live.
Utah got
I'll
some
do it live and
dogs.
take all the control. I ain't got. I got a question for you, Slim. Who do we hire?
I mean, there's a few people you can go after. You can go after that Wake Forest head coach. He can put together a hell of an offense. You can go after Luke Fickell at Cincinnati. He's put together. I mean, name somebody that's done more with less than Luke Fickell over the past few years. I mean, there's a couple other names. I wouldn't mind seeing what Brent Venables can do as a head coach. That DC at Clemson.
This is the biggest. Let me explain something to you, man. I don't.
Coach, they got
I don't want to like call you crazy when you say what you just said. You said this guy said he said what's name's Mario is a cane, not a duck. First off, they both birds, okay? They both part of the bird family. All right? The ibis and the duck, they actually look alike. All right, so they both in the duck family. They both in the bird family. Second off, he's whoever signs his damn paycheck.
It's real.
Go on, boy.
Man, let me tell you, it's as simple as this. If the Florida Gators quadruple my salary to drive their equipment truck around, I'm going to drive Florida Gators truck, damn it.
I tell people, if Florida Gators came to me right now, they boots came to me right now and said, we're going to give you $150,000 a year to do on my Hurricane, we do Florida Gator videos. Sayonara.
Let me ask you, y'all going to put up in Miami, girl, right?
No, I'm wearing Florida Gator. What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm getting paid. Did Randy Shannon wear Miami gear on the sidelines again?
Oh, man.
Hell, is Randy Shannon wearing Miami gear right now at Florida State?
No. What do people think money don't matter? Since when money didn't matter? You know what happens when money don't matter? Hey, Google, turn game room light off. Google.
Okay, but first you'll have to unlock your device.
She didn't even listen to me. I hate that.
You know what? It's gonna be hard to get Manny in, especially that $9 million. Shit.
Hey Google,
You can do that.
turn game room lights off.
Got it. Turning the game room light off.
That's what happened when you don't make money. Your lights get cut off. It's when the money not matter.
Hey J Love,
talk to me.
Who
hey
you
Google,
got, man?
turn game room lights on.
Utah or
All right, turning on the game room light.
Man, I got Utah, dog.
Utah got some dogs.
All y'all got Utah because y'all want Mario. That's the only reason y'all got Utah.
You damn right.
Everybody but Slim. Slim just think Utah gonna lose. Everybody else got Utah because they want Mario. And my thing is, you know what? You know, I'm gonna tell you this right here, and I'm gonna say this to you, JLT. Mario come here in 3 years, his record is like man, you could be ready to fire.
So I already explained this to you last
I don't want to hear experience.
He has a track record.
Listen, right now you're saying that because you're speaking with emotion. When it happens and he get drugged 55-7 by Florida State in year 3, you're gonna say it's time for him to go.
All right, so let me ask you this: after year 3, did I want Mark Richt fired?
Did you? I don't know.
No, we want him to get a new OC. That's it. We want an adjustment.
First off, He wasn't going to do that, so you wanted him fired because he wasn't going to do it. Nobody cared if he got a new OC. Would have kept him. Answer this question. I got one better for you. Then.
Talk to me.
Did you want Al Golden fired if he'd got a DC?
Yeah, that was the main goal. He never did it after 5 years.
The same thing with Rick. What's the difference?
At least Rick left.
Hey, he did leave. But
Shit, I wanted Al Golden.
You know why he left? Because he was going to get fired.
Damn, that's crazy. That was actually the best head coach we had.
Who was that?
Winning was Golden, bro.
Golden did more with less.
Ain't got players drafted.
He finished more with less. He did more with less.
Man, you want to know what's going to happen year 3, Alonzo? You're going to have a whole bunch of Miami fans on Twitter and TikTok burning their Mario Cristobal jerseys. That's what you're going to have.
That's what's going to happen. They're not going to fly. They're not going to fly banners. They're going to fly Mario old. They're going to buy 30 or 40 of his old games jersey he played in and fly them across the stadium. And then put fire on the top of have fire and then have his jersey.
Not me.
You are so bad. You're so bad.
I know the Miami fan base.
We gonna
what? That's just like if they were to hire Ed Reed, everybody be burning their Ed Reed jerseys in 3 years.
You're damn right.
And I want Ed Reed. I said if anybody who I feel like can be a first-time head coach and succeed, it's Ed Reed. But I also know for a fact that if he don't succeed in half a year, he's gonna be half a year. By game 6, if he's 4-2, they're gonna be screaming of fire. Listen, Miami fans, this is the most fireable. We fire everybody, man. Listen, man, they're fired Virgin Mary, bro. They're fired Virgin Mary, bro.
But Zo, think about it, Zo. Have we been wrong?
We haven't been
wrong yet.
No. I'm just wanting to answer, right? You asked me to answer the question, right?
No, I'll answer. Yes, you have been wrong.
I want to answer.
Any coach long enough to find out.
Yeah, we haven't given coaches long enough to know whether we wrong or right. We haven't given coaches long enough a chance to know we're wrong or right. We just haven't.
That's the reason why we got to give Mario 5 years, man.
Give
him 5.
I answer this question. See, this is what I'm saying right here. And like I said, I want Manny gone. But answer the question. If that's exactly why we got to give Mario 5 years, and Mario been coaching for 15, this is his third head coaching spot. So why we can't give Manny 5 years?
Because we can't.
No, hell no. No,
I know. That's what you're saying. Hear what I'm saying. Hear what I'm saying. If he hasn't, listen. What's the definition of insanity? Anybody know the definition of insanity?
Doing the same thing over and doing the same thing that you get the same results.
Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results.
Expecting the different results, right?
Mario has been a mediocre coach his whole career, and we're expecting him to come to Miami and be great.
What you drinking water for? you said like you made a point.
I did make a point. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. You're expecting Mario to be great at Miami. Okay, so he's not proven that.
What is the difference?
He hasn't proved JLT. Listen to me.
So what is the same thing that we're doing?
He hasn't proven it.
He hasn't proven it. He just won the road.
He's proven he's great. Drama. This is what I'm about to kill you at right now. I'm about to kill you right now.
So I just answer your question.
Oh, I'm mute. I gotta come right now. He said he's proved he's great. But you think he's gonna get his ass whooped again tonight, like he did a couple weeks ago against Utah State. But you prove he's great, but he just got his ass not handed to him, and you expect him to lose again tonight. Checkmate. Checkmate.
So he could come.
First of all, it's going to be against Utah.
I want him to lose tonight.
And who got more talent? Who has more talent? Oregon or Utah State? Who has more talent?
Oh no, I never seen Utah State play.
Put up the how long has Mario been at Oregon? 4 years. I'm willing to bet you in all 4 years that Mario's been in Oregon, he's probably in the top 10 and Utah's probably in the top 70.
Yeah, that's true. That's a fact, Zo.
So he got his ass handed to him by inferior team. And you're expecting the same thing to happen again tonight. So it can't be players, right? Because he got the better players, right? The way better players, right? So it has to be coaching, right?
But remember, Zo,
No.
I'm answering
if you have the better players, because I want you to answer the question.
I did.
If you have the better players, the more superior players,
right now,
and they get their asses handed to them,
right now, is
it coaching?
Right now, it's Utah. Right now, it's Utah.
No, see how that's bull. That's bull. Oh my God, Lord have mercy.
So can you let me?
You refuse. You don't want to be wrong, J-Lo-T. I'm asking you a simple question.
I did.
Who has recruited better?
I don't have any injuries. You talking?
Oh Lord, have me making. That's why I say the same. There's no talking about the ceiling now. You're making every excuse for Mario.
They're valid points.
They're not valid. There's nothing valid about that. Absolutely zero valid about that. Nothing.
So Oregon
got his ass handed to him by an inferior team, and you expect it to happen again tonight. You're doing is you're saying they probably had injuries. They probably had this. They probably had that. I'm asking a simple question.
So,
you know what, J-Lo-T, I'm not gonna keep arguing with you on this one because you make an excuse because you like the guy. That's all that shit is, man. I ain't doing that one.
You know, I am going to.
It's not about I'm not letting nobody talk. That's bullshit. Don't let nobody talk. I asked a question. Answer the question.
I did.
Don't make excuses.
Hey, who's the more
inferior? If I let nobody talk, kick
Utah. Utah's healthy.
Oh my God.
Utah's healthy.
Okay. All right.
Have you seen Oregon's?
Okay. I don't even want to talk about it. You ducking the questions. I don't want to talk. You know, answer no. Who has the better players, man?
Right now, at the moment.
No, you know what? I don't even care no more. I don't care no more. I don't even care no more, J-Lo. I don't care.
All right. Well, hang on. He brought up injuries. Guess who started the season with 13 injured players, and most of them still haven't played? Georgia, and they're undefeated.
That defense is solid.
Their best wide receiver didn't play his first game until last week.
Eli said, "No, Oregon got better plays even with injuries."
Exactly. Now, I do want to point out a little bit of the hypocrisy, though. It's okay, and everybody's already agreed. Yes, if they hire Mario, you got to give him the time. But that is absolute hypocrisy not to give Manny the time.
No.
Yeah.
Slim, that's not what was the question, Slim. That wasn't the question.
Absolute hypocrisy.
But Slim, that wasn't the question that you Zoe gave us. Zoe said that after 3 years we would be calling for his head. I said no, that's not true.
You might not be calling for his head.
Yeah,
but 90% of the Canes fans will be.
So you guys would think by year 3 we won't at least sniff a playoff appearance or at least dominate our side of the ACC.
No, they just lost to Utah State, whoever.
That's at Oregon, man. I'm talking about at the crib, man. Yeah, but
you're gonna be in the crib. You're gonna be in the crib with your thumb in your mouth saying Mario.
Name me the number of head coaches that have led successful programs that they went to. So, in other words, coaches that went back to the school they played for and had success, won a chip, won a conference, did something.
Won a conference. I can't do that by the top of my head right now. I can't.
There's two ever.
Who was it?
So far, Kirby Smart at Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
And what's his damn name? Tom Osborne at Nebraska.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Now I don't have the total right here in front of me. I guarantee you that list is a whole lot longer of guys that have failed going back to their alma mater.
Hold on, Slim. Let me ask you a question because I know you know better than this. Spurrier didn't go to Florida, right? So Spurrier's not part of that list.
I mean, Spurrier split a title though. He didn't just own that one. I mean, you can throw Spurrier on that list if you want to, but he shared that one title that he won.
That's true. That's true.
Urban Meyer is a better coach in Florida.
No, not better coach. I'm talking about coach that went there and succeeded.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. And he had some success, but like I said, he split that one title that he's got a claim to.
Yeah.
Y'all can blame J Love T for this one. This is where I'm be at. So how high do we set the bar for Cristobal if we get him whatever come? He has to win. He has to win He has to make a playoff berth by year 3 and win a national championship by year 4.
I didn't say win a national title. I said playoff berth.
No. He said high. The question was Zoe. How high do you set the bar for Mario? I said because of J Love T, the way he talks about him, my bar is he has to win a conference championship in year 3 and a national championship by year 4. That's my bar.
That's why
because you're so confident that's gonna be my bar for him.
That's why you my dog, so
that's my bar.
Well, and as
let me let my brother get in. Billy, what's up, Billy?
Hey. Game day, baby. Oh yeah. I had to go get me another bottle.
Yeah, I told you he gave his bottle. What's good, man?
Another day, man. Another day. How's my mic volume? Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you. All right. $9.4 million buyout. I told y'all Billy knows a lot. Former baseball player, University of Miami, big time guy that knows a lot, doesn't talk a lot. He doesn't want flowers, but I give them to him anyway. What's your rumbling going on, man?
Just working hard, man.
Well, you know you working hard. I had a great time, and I almost got married when I was there, but didn't happen. But
a little too much.
we talking about this Mario. We talking about this Mario thing and the likelihood of it happening.
Yeah. It's like I said, they're going for a home run. I mean, they're gonna put in all their eggs in one basket right now. So,
hey, Big Dog, who you got? Oregon or Utah, man?
Yes.
What's that?
Who you got? Oregon or Utah?
I think Oregon's gonna keep it close.
Hey, Billy, answer this question.
What's up?
Mario comes to Miami.
Yep.
Has the same record as Manny Diaz in year 3. How does the fan base react?
The fan base, it's just Miami only shows up when you're winning.
How does the fan base react talking wise, Twitter and
same way? They're gonna be blowing it up. Like it's not working. You know, fire the offensive coordinator, fire the defensive coordinator, fire this. I mean, that's how it is.
So we'll be in the same boat right now 3 years from now if he has the same record as Manny.
Yeah.
You hear that, JLT?
But I don't think he'd have the same record as Manny right now.
Definitely.
I'm not saying whether I believe he does or not. I'm saying if he does, we know what happens. We don't give coaches chances. I'm guilty of that.
Right.
I'm guilty of it. Like, so I'm the same there, but my thing is I don't like if just say we don't hire Mario, right? Say we don't hire Mario, right? And we go and Manny the coach and go 10-2 next year. Are they screaming for his head? Another thing, J-Love, this one for you.
Talk to me.
Our best season with Mark Rick as head coach, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Mark Rick was calling plays, right? Right. Our offense was fucking horrible. Our defense won every game for us.
Right.
Sure did.
Who was the defense coordinator?
Yeah, Manny Diaz.
So Manny Diaz actually won more games if you take those 10 wins, because those 10 wins was only all those 10 wins was because of him down there. Because offense couldn't score 3 points a game. Remember that's the year they broke the records for turnovers and all that shit there.
Yes, sir.
So he was more successful at Miami than Rick.
That's
Let's be
true.
real.
That's true.
Okay, Zoe, I got a question to ask. How many years would you give if we get Mario? How many years would you give?
I'm holding him to the highest of the high.
And you should.
Just because he's so great, I'm gonna make everybody eat him. I'm not giving him. There is no way I'm gonna give him a longer shot. And Slim was right. That's hypocrisy. There is no way I'm gonna get. Listen, I am a welder, right? This is my trade. I'm a welder. Been 27 years. If a welder that has been welding out of school for 2 years comes and outperforms a 27-year welder, that 27-year welder need to be fucking fired.
Fact.
So there's no way I give him more time with him being one of the best recruiter in the nation. Right? With him being the best recruiter in the nation. There's no way I'm giving him more time than I give Manny.
Okay, that question goes out to everybody in this chat. How many years, guys? And
how many years?
Yeah.
Listen.
I say the same thing for every coach, regardless. Short of a major off the field incident or going 0-12, every coach gets a minimum 4 or 5 years, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's a fact. You've been that since day one, Slim. I respect that. I had the same feeling for Manny also. He needs 5. He needs 5. He needs 5. That went out the door when he lost to FIU.
And Louisiana Tech.
FIU.
Answer this question though. When he lost those games, when he lost those games, didn't he fire the coordinator and shit like that? Didn't he fire the coordinator? Didn't he try to make moves?
He made adjustments. That's facts. I give him credit for that. That's facts.
I got a question then. Should Nick Saban be fired for losing to Louisiana Monroe? Or
After
every coach ever for losing to a lower tier program like that? Name a coach that hasn't. They've all done it.
Yes, sir. You're right. You guys are right. But what happened in year 2 and year 3? There was progress.
Yeah, because Nick Saban the greatest coach of all times.
No, but so come on, man. Respect what I'm saying. That happened in year 1. What happened in 2 year 3?
Listen. Didn't he come from LSU with a championship? Didn't he bring a resume? Didn't he bring a resume from LSU to Alabama as a national championship coach?
Did we fire Manny after FIU?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Did Nick Saban come from LSU, went to Miami, NFL, came back, went to Alabama, win a national championship?
Yes, sir.
The head coach?
Yes, sir.
Is Mario bringing the head coach as a national championship to Miami?
No, sir, he's not.
Okay.
I think
answer your question right now. Answer my question. Did we fire Manny after FIU?
Would I fire Manny after FIU? No, I wouldn't have.
No, I'm asking you. Did we fire Manny after FIU?
No, we
didn't. You're using FIU as an excuse.
Did we give him? Did we give him more time to at least show progress?
We didn't give him the same time you talking about giving Mario. Mario just got blew out by a team that's inferior, and you want him to come to Miami. He got blew out by a team that's inferior, talent-wise, strength-wise, everything-wise. The only thing that lost that game from Utah State to Oregon was coaching.
All right, now I got another question. He brought up part of Oregon's problem is injured players, and he's right. That is part of Oregon's problem. That was Texas A&M's problem this year too. How many players has Miami lost to season-ending injury? I know of at least 4.
Well, who were they? Who?
Lorenzo Lingard.
No, just this year lost Don Chaney to season injury.
If Don Chaney, the starting quarterback for the rest of the year, Miami does not win 7 games.
Lost Don Chaney, lost Don Chaney, lost Corey Gaynor, lost De'Aaron King, and there was a wide receiver they lost to, and they lost Al Blades. So that's 5.
Al Blades, did he play this year? Did he start?
It was very sporadic that he played.
My bad. Whoever they play. I don't know who the fuck they play. You taught me. Whoever they play. That's just how good they recruit. They do. I don't know their damn name.
I think the bottom line is this: after 3 years, you know where your coach is going. I mean, if the team is showing progress every single season, then we're not in this boat. But when you start off the bat losing the way you did against no names, and then horrible record. I mean, last year, honestly, the COVID year was almost like a fluke more than anything. My opinion.
Was Mark Rick first year a fluke?
You know,
at Miami?
So
well, history kind of disproves that, though, in my opinion, because Butch Davis's third year was absolutely atrocious.
No.
We're not
showing hurt.
Progress. Even last year, we weren't even showing great progress. I mean, what did we really do last year? I mean, yeah, we had some wins and stuff like that, but I mean, overall, I mean, we're not improving. I mean, you've seen a lot. Everything's going downwards versus upwards.
Okay, Bill, I got a question for you. When Mario got to Oregon, he showed progress, right?
Yeah.
And then they went downward.
And then they went down.
So my whole thing is, they were up and now they're on a downward trajectory. Matter of fact, they're so bad right now. J Love T.
Going up though.
No, I'm just saying, but J Love T said they're so bad right now. They want them fired. The fan base want them fired.
Well, no, that's not what I said, bro.
What did you say?
Let me be clear because I have to put this out there because this is very important information.
What did you say?
The Oregon fan base are tired of Rose Bowls. That's their peak. They already tasted it. They already been there. The next step is the playoffs. That's what's going on in Oregon space right now. Next year, they need to contend for the playoffs. That's what I said. And that's
okay. So answer this question. Have they gotten better from 2 years ago?
Yeah, I think they went 5-7, and this year they won 8 games, 9 games, right?
So they won 8-9 games this year.
No, what's their record?
They won 8-9 games this year with #1 recruiter in the world with the most money given to him, and they won 8-9 games. Like, these are the things that I look at. I'm like scratching my freaking head. Like 8-9 games in the Pac-12. That's it. That should be an easy 10 every year with his roster. If he's a great coach.
Hold on, Zo. My bad for cutting you off, bro. They're 10-2.
10-2 right now?
It's a 10-win season. They're 10-2 right now.
And could you put their schedule for me?
I'm dead wrong.
Who do they play this year?
I'm tripping, so hold on.
They got blown out by Utah and they lost to a 3-win Stanford team.
Yep.
Yeah, on the road. Yeah, so two.
I don't care on the road. We lost to Florida State on the road and everybody kill him. We lost to Florida State on the road.
Now back to his point.
You about to say am I comparing Stanford to Florida State? Because Florida State got a better record than Stanford. I was just about to say, you might compare.
So Oregon went when Mario first got there. Oregon was 9-4. They were 7-6 under Willie.
Yeah.
Mario gets there. They went 9-4.
Mm-hmm.
In 2019, they went 12-2, 8-1, and they were first place.
Yeah.
And then in 2020, I mean, to be honest, the way it was going on, it was just chaos all last year. And
so we got the white men's last year off too. Then
that was a rebuild.
So we have the white men's last year off. We have the white men's last year off too. Then
and they finished second in their division.
And we finished second in our division, I think too.
They were 3-2, you know, and then this
year we finished second in our division last year, I think.
Back to normal again.
Yeah.
So with that kind of a record, you can't compare that to Manny's. I mean, Manny.
You put the total record of Manny at Miami in 3 years, and Mario at Miami. Mario in Oregon, and let's compare.
It's nowhere near close.
It's not close. That's not close.
I don't want to compare them. It's a reason. It's a reason why I'm asking. It's a reason why I want to compare them.
Look it up.
Most Oregon wins were comfortable, so yeah, they just got a comfortable ass whipping too.
So
yeah, but
they play
when Rick.
Hold on.
Rick took over for Golden Showers. He was 9-4. and then in 2017 he was 10-3. That was his big year. And then Rick fell off, and he ended up being a 7-6 his final year.
Mhm.
Diaz took over. We went 6-7.
Okay.
You can't tell me those players that Rick recruited when Diaz took over were not good. Those, I mean,
Okay. We
players
can
are
bring
all
6 and 7.
players in the NFL.
Mhm.
And then 2020, Diaz went 8-3. So 6-7, 8-3, and then this year. I mean,
Okay.
that's mediocre. That's
And no, here's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's not mediocre, right? I'm not saying it's not mediocre. Right? And this year, how many wins they got? How many wins they got right now?
7. We finished.
How many wins Oregon have right now? 9.
75.
10.
So my point was there was no
Oregon
progress.
have 10 wins right now.
Yeah, they're 10-2.
They're 10-2, right? So the records really aren't. It's only like a 5-game difference. The records aren't really too far
But
apart.
there was no progress.
There's like a 5-game difference, 5 or 6 game difference. Like serious, like a 5 or 6 game difference.
The bottom line is there was no progress. I mean,
And I agree with you on that, Billy. But what I'm saying, there was progress with
what they want. The Board of Trustees have to make up their mind on what they want. Do they want Miami football team to be an average, mediocre 7-5, 7-6, whatever it is every single year? Like, do we want to be like Georgia Tech or an Ivy League school because they're they all think that's what it is, or do they want to be a football powerhouse that dominates and makes money for the school?
You think Mario can make us a football powerhouse?
Yeah.
Well, and I agree. I agree in general with what you're saying. The problem is, and I've said this for years, if you have no consistency with head coach or staff, you're not going to progress. Year one, fires offensive coordinator. Year two, fires defensive coordinator. Year three, lost an offensive coordinator. I mean, you're starting to even see it with Alabama. Alabama was able to maintain changing coaches every other year because they were already a well-oiled machine. But you can see this is not the Alabama that it was even 7 years ago.
Yeah.
When you have no consistency, when you have no consistency on the coaching staff, yeah,
he's right.
When you have you're not going to get any better if you don't have any consistency. Some of that is Manny buckling to the pressure of the fan base, which Danny knows has proved them all wrong. He's doing fine in Maryland.
He proved me wrong like hell. I talk shit about Dan. I apologize, Dan. I talk shit about Dan, bro. I gave him name Dan Dinos.
So I haven't denied that Manny hasn't progressed, but there's an obvious reason why he hasn't. He's had no consistency on the coaching staff.
You make a great point, Slim Shady. Great point with the consistency. But it's not like Miami did it the whole 15 years. Remember, Golden stayed competent. Golden didn't fire anybody. The only way you left is when you got a promotion. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why the last two administrations demanded change. And it's not like the change didn't work. Yeah, we overreacted with Enos, but look what we got with Lashley, who's now a head coach.
Who hired Lashley?
Change is good.
Who hired Lashley?
SMU.
No, who hired Lashley?
Oh, Manny did.
Manny Diaz.
Mm-hmm. Listen, I don't want Manny. Listen, I'm not a big fan of Manny right now, right? But I've been doing this for a long time, and I can name maybe 2 or 3 times where I was wrong. Like serious. I've seen the fans react and this and that. I was the only one saying for 2 straight years that Manny Diaz wasn't developing players. Yeah.
Thank you.
I ain't gonna say all y'all, but 99.9% of y'all were saying that I'm wrong. All of a sudden this year, Manny Diaz isn't developing players. This year. I've said it for 2. This is my 3rd year saying it. It's my 3rd year saying it. It's my 3rd year. But this is why I hold my opinion high. Because everybody say the shit. What do I say? Everybody say shit after I say it. I tell people to watch football from the trenches. No, so you wrong. So you wrong. A year later, you regurgitate the exact same shit I've been saying. This is why I'm laughing at it. This is why it's so funny to me. Because I know for a fact, if Mario came here and he ended up with the same record as Manny, they'd be trying to fire him in year 3. I know this. know it because I watch the fan base. I watch the fan base. I listen to them. I had to apologize to Slim a couple of times. Like Slim just go higher than I go with it. But you can't name too many times Slim been wrong. Even though people don't like what he said, you can't name too many times he's been wrong about the shit.
No, that's a fact.
So what it is people get on this, people get on a name, right? And what I'm saying is, I'm not saying Mario's not a good coach. I'm saying he's not a home run hire. A home run hire is a guy who's proven that they can actually win the big one, even a big one, a playoff game. That's proven.
And guess what?
Mario is not proven.
There's only about 7 or 8 of them.
He's proven he's a pretty good coach, but you can't guarantee me in 5 years he's gonna bring us. In 5 years he's gonna bring us a national championship. You can't guarantee that with Mario. I can guarantee that with Urban Meyer.
No, you can't. You're right.
I can guarantee that with Urban Meyer, as much as a scumbag and asshole he is, the last 2 stops he won championships, 2 and 1, 1 and other, and could have won 2 if he'd have stayed at Ohio State.
And if you're talking about, like you just said, somebody that's proven that can get to a national championship, win one, get to the playoffs, and win a playoff game, you're only talking what, 8 names tops?
Yeah, actually, matter of fact, so we want to go here. Luke Fickell more proven than Mario Cristobal.
Then why are we not going after him?
I've thrown his name out there. Don't nobody else want to hear it. Everybody wants Mario.
Is Luke Fickell not more proven than Mario? Is Luke Fickell not more proven than Mario? He going to the playoffs this year. That's Cincinnati. Yeah, I need a cricket sound right now.
Oh, for what? You're making points, bro. You're not just gonna say and disagree with you, bro.
Right.
So I'm not. I don't want. It's not like I want to keep Mario. I mean, I want to keep. I don't. It's not like I want to keep. Manning.
I don't want to keep Manning.
I just don't want to keep doing this same thing. 3, 4. I'm tripping. How am I? You know what? Dave Warrior. I'm that dude, right? When you say I'm tripping, right? I'm that guy who opens the chat up for you. So come in here and explain yourself, Lucy. Come tell me how to explain myself. How am I tripping when Luke Fickell is taking Cincinnati to the playoffs and Mario is never taking a team to the playoffs? How am I tripping? How am I tripping? Who has a bigger payroll, Luke Fickell or Mario? Who has better recruits, Luke Fickell or Mario?
In respect to Luke Fickell, man, like I said, progression.
Oh no, this not you. This some dude named Dade Warrior.
Yeah.
Ultimate Warrior died, man. You might want to change that name.
But look at this zone.
My bad. I'm gonna let you go. I'm sorry. Ultimate Warrior died, man. So you might want to change that name if you come in the chat. I'm gonna kill you twice. Go ahead, J-Lo.
Yeah, even with Luke, right? He had that one mishaps with Ohio State. His first year at Cincinnati, he went 4-8. After that, they went 11-2. His third year, 11-3. Then 9-1 in the COVID year, and now 12-0.
Ask this question. I hate it when people say this shit. Luke Fickell doesn't fit the Miami. What the fuck is the Miami? You don't even know what the Miami culture is. Because the Miami culture is a bunch of black cats from the hood. I haven't seen a black head coach yet from the hood to take Miami to a championship. So cut it with the don't fit Miami because they allow the kids from the hood to be hood. So what culture are you talking about?
The fan base at the time said Dennis Erickson didn't fit.
And they weren't. That's happening. Dennis Erickson is the only head coach. They got 2 national championships with Miami. So what is the culture? Dade Warrior. Actually, if you from the county of Dade, that would have been the worst name you picked. I don't know no hood. So I'm gonna say this shit. I don't know no hood nigga that name themselves Dade Warrior.
Bad. You bad. Say so. I think that's one of the reasons why they're picking Mario, because Mario knows the coach.
I'm trying to figure out what the culture is.
I mean,
What is the culture?
if we're constantly getting coaches that win, that the fan base says don't fit the culture, then give me guys fan base says don't fit the culture. Because they said the same thing about Jimmy, said the same thing about Dennis. They said the same thing about Butch.
Your daughter out there?
They said the same thing about Jimmy. The only one that fit the culture as a head coach, to be honest with you, was the god of the coaching.
I'm going to make a couple of points.
And that was Howard.
Because
he built the culture. He was the only one that fit the culture. They wanted Jimmy fired year one. They wanted Dennis Erickson fired year one because he didn't fit the culture. As you said, Butch Davis didn't fit the culture. They wanted him fired. He only built the greatest national championship team of all time. Dennis Erickson only won 2 national championships who didn't fit the culture. Jimmy Johnson won that championship who didn't fit the culture. Only one coach won a national championship that fit the culture. And that was Howard. You know why he fit the culture? Because he built the culture. So you better cut it with this crazy shit. I don't get it. The University of Miami don't fit the culture. So how often do you see them out in the hood? How about that? You think we're Cuban link? That's a culture.
Hey, so I'm just glad that we.
I'm about to get on. Oh, I'm sorry. I got Billy. What was your suggestion for the University of Miami? I ain't even gonna say. I want you to. What do you say they need to do in order for the inner city? What was your suggestion, big bro? What was your suggestion about the babies? I don't know if Billy can hear me. Billy, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Billy?
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I had you on mute for a while there.
Hey, I know because you were taking. I didn't see the call. Answer this question. Yeah. You gave a perfect thing about like the culture and what the University of Miami needs to do in order to build in roots inside the inner city. What was your suggestion about what the University of Miami should do?
Oh, I think, in my opinion, it starts at the hospital. I think if the University of Miami, we have all these hospitals and we're putting this whole medical thing going on stuff now. When a baby's born, why aren't we going there giving their kid a free onesie with a Miami Hurricane onesie? The boy giving a little Miami Hurricane football. You know, get them represented by Miami. Right off the start. Every single baby. Then what they need to do, this is my opinion on why I think Mario would be a good fit, is because he'll allow that culture to come back because he's friends with everybody. It doesn't take but a phone call. You've got so many old alumni that's in Miami. All it takes is a phone call. They won't charge you a dime and say, hey, look, go check out this high school kid, or go to this park and check out this park and tell me what you think. You know, give me your honest opinion. And then, hey, this kid's growing up. This kid's going fast, man. This kid's going to be good, blah, blah, blah. And then you keep them home. Always have somebody out there talking, you know? I mean, if an old head walks out there and is watching a game, kids are going to be like, dude, he played in the NFL, or dude, he played for Miami. He's watching me play. Kids are going to hype up for that. So, but it starts at the womb, you know, emergency room, kid has a baby, someone has a baby, give them a Miami Hurricane onesie, a football, get them going. Hey, my first love was Miami.
And my other thing was give tickets, not to football players, but give tickets to go into the high school, each high schools, and give away some tickets to the kids in the community to go to the games.
Yeah.
We talking about fit a culture, a coach that fits the culture, right? That's the one that and J Love T. Remember, I agree with you on that yesterday, J Love T. I ain't argue with that when you talk about his roots deep in Miami and how he can get. Did I not? I argue with that, did I? When you spoke on that yesterday, I don't argue. I'm not going to argue facts. If Mario gets here, he would allow the players to come back and go. But my thing is, the University of Miami, when we talk about culture, they need to take their asses to the top, being afraid to go to the hood. Stop being afraid to go to the high school games and the Pop Warner game, like Billy said, the Pop Warner games and shit like that. You don't have to go as a president or vice president or boosters or whatever, but get these former players involved in the neighborhoods, bring them and let them, you know what I'm saying, get out here and put up flyers and banners and flags and towels or whatever, billboards or whatever of the University of Miami with Miami Gardens on it or something like that. Like, that's culture.
Facts. Let me
100%.
piggyback what you said.
Because the only thing I see when they talk about culture, to be honest with you, I don't want nobody to get offended, is Cuban culture.
Facts.
Thank you.
They're all about the
No one to get offended, but when I hear about culture, I'm not Cuban. I don't speak Spanish. Okay.
and also with the games too, dog. They need to be deep in them high school games also, dog. It's embarrassing when you see coaches from out of town. They're live in effect on the sideline, and you don't see probably one or two assistant coach, but never a head coach, man. And that's embarrassing, bro.
The thing is, the head coach can't be everywhere. They can't be everywhere.
But
Yeah,
they
can't be
can't
the head coach.
They can't be at every
take the head
game.
coach.
They might not be at the game that you're at though.
But see, that's why Billy said what he said. Billy said it.
Go out there and do it.
Billy said, and J Love T said the same thing. They both said the same thing, different days. It's not the head coach. It's getting a head coach that's willing to get players, former players, to go out and do it. Not the head coach. But because we know he can't be everywhere. But the one thing Mario has is a boatload of friends.
Yes.
So that's now, if you want to convince me of why we should give Mario $200 million, this is convincing me.
You know,
so now it's convincing me because it makes sense. But when we just go by X's and O's and records, it doesn't make as much sense to me.
right.
Because he's not blowing away Manny. He's beating Manny, but he's not beating Manny as good. What was the team he lost to? Did he play tonight?
Utah.
He's not beating Manny like Utah State beat his ass a couple weeks ago. He didn't beat Manny that bad.
Utah,
okay?
Yeah.
So, but when you put up everything else that J Love T and Billy said, when you put up everything that they said, now it makes, and I wasn't even thinking about it in that way. Now it makes more sense to me.
Hey Zoe, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Zoe, what's up, man? By the way,
What's going on, Jamaica Kane? What's going on, my brother?
Man? Long time. You look, your thing look beautiful, man. Check your Cash App, by the way, too.
Oh, brethren, appreciate you.
Yes, sir. Hey, listen, let me ask you a question. Now, it's kind of like they kind of stole my thunder a little bit, so I'm going to ask it a different way. Do you think with Mario, which I raised both my hands and both my feet, I want him. Do you think bringing back Mario can get us to save the right recruits? I don't want all the recruits, all 8 of those recruits. I don't want all 8, because if you don't want to be here when this man comes through the door, that means you're not trying to get busy. So
listen, I'm gonna say it like this here, man. But live right now, I wanted Mario before we hired Mark Rick. Then I sided on Mario.
Okay.
Right now, I'm J Love T and Billy. I want Mario because of the reason that they said.
Yes, he would bring that.
And I'm worried about players walking out. The dude's the best recruiter on earth. No, I'm not worried about players walking on. I'm not worried about no player walking on if Mario Cristobal comes.
Credibility, and guess what he's already done? He was able to. I know you won't say there's advantage at Oregon, but he's.
Appreciate that $10 too, bro. Thank you so much.
Of course, come on, man. He's already touched a lot of different states to bring kids to Oregon and the offensive line, so he knows where to go get those type guys. Some of those guys that we actually needed to come to Miami, he will be able to go get those type guys because there's no talent in Oregon. There's no talent. So some of those areas that he's already touched and put roots in, he'll be able to go outside of Miami and get those guys, get that stuff fired up also. So
Kels, you can't be eating shit right now. I'm hungry, man.
It's all right. Yeah, but
I miss some of that good old fashioned white soul food I had when I was in Orlando.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, listen to me. That's all. I don't mean to cut you off, but God damn, my sister could cook her ass off, boy. I was skeptical like a. Hey, I'm like, ain't no white woman can cook no damn.
You came to the house. I told you. I said, I hope you like collard greens. You go, collard greens.
Come on, I'm doing collard greens, cornbread dressing, giblet gravy, the real giblet gravy with the gizzard and the egg in it. I'm sitting.
Ooh.
Michelle, love you, sis.
So
Goodness.
remember,
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. I just had Pookie had a flashback when he went to smoking again. That would just happen right now. Had a flashback.
When I was in Orlando, I hit up a lot of good Jamaican spots too, bro. So it was
Oxtails.
See, I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying about Jamaican spots.
I had a hot in my jerk chicken.
Jamaican. Who cooked in the Jamaican restaurants? Jamaicans, right?
Yes. Yes.
Listen to me.
Not always.
This is a white woman who cook black food.
And good.
Okay.
And good.
What?
What's the name of the spot?
It ain't Billy Wilson's house.
You better say something, man.
It's white.
Say something in that middle over there.
It's white. I swear to you, bro. My daughter but we couldn't stop eating.
What's the name of the spot? I missed it.
Billy Wilson's house. The guy that's on the bottom of the screen, the guy right above you, his wife.
House.
Oh, okay.
I went there for Thanksgiving. Oh my God. I was like,
okay.
Hey.
I like shit stuff like that, man. So
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I was getting shocked, bro.
If you could boil that water and get it done, boy, if you could put your foot in it, I'm eating.
But
That's what I'm saying.
She put her 2 foot in the kid's foot down.
Yeah, but so I don't have a lot of time. I gotta hop off. But here's the thing, too. What I'm saying is, he's gonna bring stability. It's plenty of time, guys. Everybody on the board. It's plenty of time. I'm watching my team play, and they just look unorganized from the jump. I mean, we're calling timeouts early. We don't know where certain guys need to be at. We're just doing certain things that don't. I've always said this when I start talking to you. So we gotta start looking like an outfit again. We got to put credibility back on the field. Certain teams that come in knowing that they're gonna get their behind whip. Now he lost to Utah, but Utah, did you see the house that night? It was now it's gonna be on a neutral court. Phil, I think it's gonna be a little bit of a different story. I'm not saying he's gonna win the game, but I don't think a blowout is coming.
Before you get off, I'm about to kill JP. You know why I can compare Mario and Manny? Because Mario's been doing it for way longer.
Yeah.
This is JP. Manny's only been a head coach for 3 years. This is Mario's second stop.
But he's actually been at Miami.
This is the only comparison that I'm doing. Is like, okay, bro, if you put 3 against 3, his last 3 against Manny's first 3 is like a 5-win difference.
Can I make one quick point though? Remember when he
I'm not going back there because I'm already convinced about what everything else that was said that Mario would be best for the job.
Okay.
My only thing is if I'm comparing records, if you go with Mario's last 3 seasons with Manny's first 3 seasons, they are comparable.
Yeah, but you're doing
you're doing
it a little bit. So let me make this quick point. You see,
I'm talking about the coaches that are at their schools right now.
Yes.
It's comparable. Mario's still better. But I get tired of people jumping around hoops and shit. I don't want to hear hoops and all this. I'm just saying.
Right. Great point. When Manny got to Miami, he inherited everybody that first year.
I don't care.
85% of them guys is in the league. After those guys graduated and went to the league, he's decreased. He's went down since.
Can you say time out? Can you say the same thing? So did Mark Richt. Richt. And Manny was the reason why Mark Richt had a 10-win season. It wasn't even Mark. It was Manny.
Yeah, but Manny didn't recruit those players. He came and made them better.
Who recruited the defense?
Which one of the defense guys did he bring in?
I don't know. He had to recruit defense.
He heard every single one of those guys that he coached up.
So did Mark Richt. Who did Mark Richt make better?
Well, he was there. Well,
they were all golden players.
No.
They're all golden players.
No, I'm agreeing with you with that.
Quan, Red Wild, outvoted players.
Mark Rick came in and saw those plays. What I'm saying is, I can't give Manny the entire credit because he inherited those guys and made them better. He made them better, but right after they graduated, and they all in the league right now. Like a lot of those guys are still in the league.
You're making my argument. You're making my argument that I've been making for 2 years. He has not developed players. I've made the argument for 2 years. Now all of a sudden everybody making an argument.
Not developed.
Billy, am I wrong, Billy? Have I made the argument? This is what gets me so aggravated is that the shit y'all talking about right now. I talked about it for 2.5, 3 years.
Absolutely.
Everybody now all of a sudden is an expert on the shit.
I give you another point to give you credit. One on the offense and one on the defense. First on the offense, I hope I don't let you go crazy on this because I want to make the defensive point. Then I want to hop off. The offense, I give you 1,000% credit. If we would have known our senses as a staff and started Van Dyke over King, this record wouldn't be what it is right now.
Thank you.
You said that from a long time ago, Zoe. You said, are we starting the right quarterback? And I know King got all the hype and he got all the endorsement and all that. I love it. Thank you, God. He just got him a bobblehead. I don't know if y'all saw that. He just got him a bobblehead. Congratulations, salute. And he's going to be a Miami guy for a long time. I can see that. He's going to be around. But what I'm saying, let's go defense. Why did we have to wait for Central Connecticut State and all that pressure that was being put on the staff for us to see number 56 on the field? And then right after that game, now every weekend after that, every game after that, we start seeing him on the field. You know why? That's bullcrap. Because we did the same thing to Russo. He should have been on the field against Florida, and they waited 3 games to put him on the field. Then we waited 2 or whatever games to put Taylor on the field. These are the different things. There's different things if you look at it. These are the different things why many have to go. And I'm hopping out.
I'm not disagreeing with any of what you just said, Jamaican. Not disagreeing with anything what you just said. The only thing is, I'm actually agreeing with everything you said because I've been saying it for 2 years.
Yeah. You called it at that quarterback, though, bro. Hey, listen.
I called on developing the players.
Listen,
everything everybody talking about, I've already. Me and Billy sat at his house in that beautiful neighborhood back with feet kicked up by the pool and shit. You know, we sat back there and we talked. And this is what gets me frustrated is that people start showing them 2 years ago. Last year they said he was still he's developed. All of a sudden this year is when they want to fight.
Listen,
last year when I said King should have been playing, King is Kevin Hart. Everybody killed me.
He couldn't see over the offense. And
I said it and I got murdered. I mean, he Kevin Hart, bro. He 5'1".
Listen. I love me some King as far as a person, but I kept stopped watching hut and tuck, hut and tuck and run. Oh my God. I was looking at that and like, that's all we could do, really? That's all we could do? Now this guy started throwing the ball all over the field, right? Van Dyke is springing the ball over, and look how much better he made Mallory. Look at Mallory. Look how much he's risen since this guy started throwing the pig, right? So we got a quarterback. He's talking about he wants Manny back.
Mallory still can't block worth of shit.
Yeah, he can. But you know what? I guess I tell you what, your blocking become a lot better when you can catch and score.
Yeah, Hernandez couldn't block neither. He could shoot a gun, but he couldn't block.
That's a good one, man. Come on. That's a drum roll. Da-ding, da-ding. Yo, leave it to
you can shoot a gun
I agree with you. Mallory catch the hell out of it. Mallory,
but you know what? Wow, here's a good point though, and I'm very confident about this. The guy that would hopefully take over after tonight, if we have another Mallory, or if Mallory is on the team, I guarantee he's going to be able to block next year because that guy played both of those positions. Mario played both of those positions, and it'd be.
Was he great at both of those positions though?
Say it again.
Was he great? Was he great at both of them? Was he a great tight end?
Absolutely, man. He came in as a tight end. He came in as a tight end and became an offensive lineman.
That's my whole point. Like
a staple for us.
Everybody has a weakness, man.
Zoe? No, Joe. I love Mallory, and you called him too.
I like Mallory.
Dog, we are tight end you.
The greatest offensive line coach to ever coach at the University of Miami.
What's his name?
Who was that?
Bald white guy. What's his name?
Art Kehoe, bro. That's me and him right now.
And you know what? Yeah, and you know what? Mario might bring him back as like what you call those guys right now?
Assistant
coach. Art is not coming back to Miami right now.
Well, if he doesn't come back, he don't come back. But I'm just saying, Mario's going to start Some of those guys that you want to get hired, like Patrick and some of those guys, Mario's going to bring those guys back around. Hey, Zo, man, hey guys, the board looked excellent. I don't get to get on often because I'm so busy in this basketball thing, bro. Hey, Zo, the new wave right now is the NIL. I haven't heard you make any comment about it.
I don't care about it.
Huh?
I don't care about it. It's too much.
I know you probably don't.
No, I can't kids get their money.
The kind of players are getting paid, bro.
I can't. I'm not smart enough to focus on more than one thing at a time.
That's cool. I was just throwing it out
there. But I can't focus. Hold on, before you get off, I want to show you Derek King's last speech as a
he tried to
go ahead.
This is Derek King's last time speaking with the team. Man.
Okay. Now he's good at that.
Kevin Hart.
I'm not dissing him. I'm just keeping it real. I think he's going to be in Miami for a while. Go ahead.
Look, Kevin Hart. Why do you know he's just Kevin Hart? That's what happened when he got hurt.
Oh, Zoe, guess what? Check out Kevin Hart new it's called what is it called?
On Facebook, on Netflix.
True Story.
I can't watch it. It's too crazy. It's too crazy. I can't watch it. It's too all over the place. I can't watch it. I was scared to go to sleep.
No, but I'm talking about the whole thing. You gotta watch the whole thing.
No, listen, the first hour of it when they killing people and people chopping up and shit, that was
bro. It's excellent. He did it. He outdid him. He did a great. This is a great job.
I might have given it to him, but I was actually covered up with my girl scared to death.
Yeah, go back and watch. Look, guys, I gotta hop off. Zoe, salute you, man.
All right, man.
Things are looking
hey, man,
great,
you take it easy, man. God bless, man.
All right, guys. All right, peace.
So I am convinced right now about Mario with the things that DJ. I called DJ Dallas. I did call, even though I know even I did call DJ. I thought DJ was gonna be great. He was great for Miami. Well, no, stop it now, folks. Crazy. I actually with all of the Rambo's gone. I would leave. I was Rambo. I was going that hot hand and go get my money. Crazy hell.
When they get back.
Devin Jordan did.
Where my money at? Okay. What's up, man?
Say hi.
What's up, Case? What's going on with you? You got a whole bunch of people watching you now.
Yeah, right.
Now, with J-Love T and Billy convinced me. Like just with the in routes, the getting in route, it's convincing. And that was enough to convince me.
Let me ask you this. Okay, so the Alabama game. You look at our sideline, it was okay. But then when you look across the field and you see the Alabama sideline, how many Miami Hurricane alum were standing over there?
Yeah. Shit, yeah.
That's because none of them were allowed to be on our side.
Yeah. That happened also in LSU too.
If Mario was in there, you think Mario would have not let our guys stand on the side of the field with us in Atlanta?
Oh yeah, he would have not only let them, he would have called them and asked them to come.
I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean,
I think Andre Johnson was in the stands. You know how I know he was in the stands? He walked right past me in the third quarter.
Oh, you serious?
Right handed guard. Me and Louisiana Kane, right handed guard. He walked. We were sitting right by the stairs. He walked right up the stairs. He was like, oh shit, what's up, Andre? He was shaking his head, walking up there, threw a peace sign.
You didn't get an autograph, though? Damn, though.
First off, I ain't no groupie. Can't do that. Can't chase a man down for autograph, man.
Fan girl. You know you're a fan.
Yeah, I can't chase a man down for autograph, man.
If you saw Ed walking down the street, Lonzo, you know you'd be a fan girl going.
Oh no, I saw walking down the street, but I can't jump over people. I can see people filming my ass now. I can see, look at this bitch. He talking all that talking.
So
if I was right beside him, I'd have grabbed him the pick. But I'm not jumping over people to go.
So if I'm at a Miami game and I see your ass, I'm coming to get an autograph from your ass.
Listen, we'll meet up somewhere, but I ain't jumping. As much as I drove down my favorite cane of all time, he the only one that I'm gonna jump over the stand to see because I might be going to heaven. Because man, I'm not jumping over the stands. You know, I'm gonna lose my man card, man.
I don't know, man.
Oh man, come on, Zoe. Come on, man.
Hey, he wasn't close enough. He was close enough for me to say, "What's up, Andre?" I saw him in street there, Louisiana. Oh shit, that's Dre. We was able to wave at me, wave back. I was good. I know I'll see him. Again at the home game and shit. So Billy fuck around with Billy get club seats. He up in club, live in the stadium and all that shit there. I believe me.
I told you to come, man. You could have sat there.
Hey, Zoe.
Yeah, I messed up.
You'll be able to talk to some big people if you were sitting with me.
Zoe, true story, man. True story.
I ain't gonna say who Billy. I had a chance to meet somebody. Fuck, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it, but I ain't gonna say nothing else. I had a chance to meet Alonzo, and I blew it.
What? Oh man!
He was with him and Billy. Him and Billy was together.
You serious?
I blew it. Listen.
I had a ticket and everything.
You escaped?
No, I was supposed to be there.
Hey man, what happened?
And then Billy want to do some more. And then Billy want to do some more bitch shit. And call me and say, I'm sitting there talking to him all the hospital and Bernie calls up.
Zoe, true story, man.
I used to live in the background. I just want to cry.
I had Gino and Alonzo there, man.
Yeah, Gino.
Hey, Zoe,
I'm sitting there want to cry.
Zoe, true story. You know I'm in Seattle, right? Guess who I got to see? Guess who I got to see coming off the airplane at the airport?
Oh,
Slick Rick the Ruler.
I've seen him a bunch of times. I knew y'all seen him a bunch of times.
Man, when I got to see him, man, everybody was like, and I got his autograph. My kids looking at me because I screamed like a little ass girl. I was like, "Oh shit, Slick Rick, what's up, man? How you doing? Oh man." You know, he was like, "Hey, here's an autograph. Don't worry about that. There you go, man."
Did he give you his name, or did he give you his name or the inmate? No.
Man, he was with his entourage. He was around about. He was like at least 6 or 7 deep, man. And then the people, people were looking at me like, "Hey, you got this guy's autograph. Who is he?" I was like, "Oh, that's Slick Rick the Ruler." I like, the guy that told me. They don't remember who he is.
Nobody remember my cousin. My cousin famous. Nobody remember him.
Who is he?
Carl Payne.
Oh, wait a minute. I heard of him.
Cole from Martin.
Yeah. He's your
cousin. That's my first cousin. That's my first cousin. My dad and his daddy brothers. My dad and his daddy brothers. Man.
Yeah.
That's where Zoe.
Oh man, that's cool. From. Cole, yeah.
What do you say, Billy?
I said that's where you get all your dance moves from.
Oh yeah.
Man, I got to meet Dougie Fresh. That was cool. That was cool as hell. I got to meet Mike Epps. Mike Epps was cool.
Zoe, breaking news, Zoe.
All right.
Broke my heart, Zoe. John Casano on Twitter. Sources at Oregon confirms University of Oregon has a contract extension offer in front of Mario Cristobal. It's aggressive and in line with what we've seen this week. Let the bidding war begin.
Oh, shit.
I predicted it. I was trying to tell you and Slim this earlier. I predicted it, bro. Mario has all the leverage. He either come home or he tell Oregon, listen, I'm not giving y'all boys a playoff.
I'm back now. My bad.
I mean,
what was the breaking news? What was the breaking news? I lost it. I lost it. What was the breaking news?
Oregon confirms University of Oregon has a contract extension in front of Mario Cristobal. It's aggressive and in line with what we've seen this week.
Time out. That's not breaking news. That ain't breaking news. That's what I told you was going to happen.
You said
I know that.
We're a threat. We are a threat.
So, damn, I can get some donations for this shit right here. I told y'all it was going to happen.
We're a threat. Miami's a threat.
It's not Miami's a threat. What did I say? Phil Knight. Let me explain something to you. I'm spitting. Let me explain something to you about billionaires. They don't want to lose to no. It could have been Utah State. It could have been UTEP. Phil Knight does not want to lose to nobody. He's worth how many? 61,700,000,000.
I mean, that's all well and good, but show me where the value is in Cristobal.
It's not about.
Got worse under Cristobal as head coach.
Answer. That's not about what your value might be. It's about what their value might be. And it's about what Miami's value is with him, like what Billy and Jay said about what he brings to the inner city part of it. What he brings to the inner city part of it. The value with the billionaires, if you'd have been here with Chuck last night, the value with the billionaires, if you'd have been here with Chuck last night, who's in that club, is ego. It's ego. It's not. Sometimes it's not about. Do you?
From a football perspective,
you breaking up bad. You breaking up bad, Slim. We can't hear you. You breaking up really bad. You freezing. I can hear you now. You good now? Damn, wherever you was at, you on a road too. You driving. Just got some news.
What's that?
Miami's waiting on Oregon, Cristobal, but Oregon has his arms around him.
Yeah, Oregon ain't gonna want to let it go.
It's listen, man. I really all right.
We don't want.
Billy? Can I say something, Billy?
What's up?
Or do I gotta be quiet? Can I say something? Or do I gotta be quiet?
No, I don't care.
I don't know. It's pertaining to you.
Oh.
So can I say something? Or do I need to be quiet?
Whatever you want to say, man.
My breaking news. The last couple big, huge breaks came from Billy and his people. The Cristobal news came from Billy and his people. Billy and the people that he run with were the first ones to release. They gave me the information to release. Like I said, I wanted to quit. That's why Billy called, bro, we got you. And he put me on with Chuck. Bro, we got you. Don't quit, we got you. No, you get news from other people, but it's more than 2 or 3 boosters. Billy got about 23. Like they got a firm. And Billy played baseball at the University of Miami. So, you get information from people who give back to the school, and Billy gives a lot back to that school. A lot back to that school. So does Chuck. And only 2 names I'm going to mention is Billy and Chuck, because those are the only 2 that I've been allowed to mention names. So, but guy sitting right there, all right. That's why I be so confident. It's good when you can actually see a source. Like, sources don't like to be seen. Billy never wanted to be seen for years. Billy was like, nah, I'm good. And Billy seen me about to quit. He said, man, fuck it. Let's do it. Don't quit, man. I got you. And I appreciate it. But a lot of, over the past 3 or 4 years, I say between him and one other guy, it's been 50-50 split from news that I've gotten. You know what I'm saying? And that news this morning came from him and another guy. And nobody else knew about them. No, you think about the news is just breaking right now. How long we been on? Almost 3 hours. The new 2.5 hours. Why is the news just breaking right now? What did I do when you call me back? So I'm getting off work, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and go. The news is just breaking right now, and we've been on for over 2 hours.
Well, like I told you this morning, I mean, they're going to offer them everything because they want to stay. But the ink's not dry and he ain't even signed. So
exactly.
And
So Miami still got a chance to get it. What I'm saying is, it's just coming like J Love T said, breaking news. Nah, the news is breaking just now for everybody else. Y'all was here first. Y'all heard it here first.
We were joking around earlier about $61 billion by Phil Knight. Yeah, he's got big money and stuff, but I told my wife, I don't need a 90-foot yacht if I got a 70-foot yacht. It's not the size of the boat; it's that motion in the ocean. And she felt
my man, go ahead, boy. Say it again. Tell him one more.
Father, you can't say it not. You a damn lie. You a lie. Who Michelle at? No, he a lie. He lied because he told me.
Say that because she's home right now.
No, he told me that he's the first black guy Michelle picked.
That's right. I'm the first guy.
It ain't the size of.
I'm the first black man she ever been with.
Okay. Woo, you bad, boy. You bad. You bad.
I want to hear that. I got you, Dade County Leo. I got you, Shake. Here you go, Shake. Shake, you always coming when we about to get off. We about 3 hours in the damn show.
Hey, Joe, but I'm gonna be real, okay? If all depends on that contract and the stipulation agreements on that contract, shit. If I was Mario, I'd take that damn contract.
All right. Now, I can't agree with this, and J Love T said it, and Billy said I can agree with this here too. All right. There are things outside of contracts, right?
Right.
So, say they offer Mario $15 million a year, and Miami say, okay, we can come up with $10 million a year. Because Miami can come with $10 million a year, right? Like, Miami, Billy say they can come up with $10 million a year. If they want Mario, they'll throw the bag at him. So saying they offer, because once they got 12, saying they offer Mario $10 million a year. You know what else they're going to offer Mario? There'll be boosters and alum and board of trustee members that are probably buy and pay for his house for him. They'll pay for his house for him. He'll never pay for a meal in Miami ever. So there are other perks.
Yeah.
That can be. It might not match the money, but there are other perks that boosters and alum. Because one thing I can't tell you, the board of trustees are split on Manny. But if Mario come along, the board of trustees will no longer be split. Manny will be gone. It won't be a decision to be made. Mm-hmm. The board of trustees will be 100% with Mario. Okay, and y'all remember what Chuck told y'all last night. Chuck told y'all last night by Monday is going to be crazy. He said, but the 72 hours leading up to that is going to be crazy. Billy introduced me to Chuck. Billy's a booster. Chuck's a booster. Both huge. And they actually allowed me to use their faces, and that doesn't happen. Listen, everything so far that they've said has been 1,000%. Am I wrong? Then I'll tell you 1,000% accurate since I've been on. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong, boss.
Nobody knew. It did not get broken until just now about. I told you they're going to throw the bag at Mario.
Oh, yeah.
I told you they were going to do that. Nobody even was thinking about that. Everybody was talking about his contract is up now. Everybody was saying his contract is up now. And I told y'all this morning that Phil Knight is about to throw the bag at Mario.
Mm-hmm.
Because Miami's about to make a push at him. And that was 2 hours and 30 minutes ago that I said that.
Facts. But remember,
and the news is just dropping 20 minutes ago.
And so remember I told you earlier with Mario, the leverage that he has. Because the Oregon fans are acting dumb right now. They're screaming, man, we tired of Rose Bowls. We tired of Rose Bowls. The only way we lose, in my opinion, the only way we lose Mario to Miami is if Phil Knight and them tell him, man, fuck what everybody else talking about. Take your time. We have faith in you either way.
What do you think Phil Knight? Listen, I told you that was going to happen. That's what the contract is for. That's what the contract extension is for. That's what he's saying. Fuck the fans. That's what the contract extension is for.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
I told you that was going to happen, all right? You know why I told you that was going to happen? Because this guy right here, right up under you. When he called me and said, Alonzo, this is about to happen, yada, 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 I got off work and went live. I swear to you. Hey, I got off work. I was supposed to get off at 2:30. It's 2:30 now. I remember time, it ain't 2:30. It's 4 o'clock. I got off at 2:30. I got off at 11 o'clock when he called me. Billy called. What time you called me, Billy? 11 what? About 11:30?
Right around there.
All right now. So I told him I'm giving flowers. He called me at 11:24. I went live at 1:30. I got off work to make sure that this shit got broke before the news media got a hold to it.
Oh man. I want to see how this is gonna go, though. I want to see how this is
What's
gonna
going on,
go.
Shake?
What's hood? Blessings, man, to everybody.
Blessings.
Man.
Nah, we been talking about this Mario thing, man.
Yeah, the thing with me, bro, I'm curious to know how long everybody that switched jobs was talking to the other school. Because if like the Lincoln Riley thing, for them to say, oh, just one Sunday night, they called me and said, hey, I got $100 million for you.
Oh, it happens like that.
How likely is that?
It happens like that. Because that was gonna happen today. Miami was
I'm
going
talking about in that instance, in that particular instance. How likely is that? It is just all right. That night they called and said, "Oh, we got $100 million."
Okay, answer this question.
Like, you don't think they've been talking to Lincoln Riley?
No, I don't. Answer this question. I'm gonna tell you why. I don't think they've been talking to Lincoln Riley. I'm gonna tell you why. When you go into a restaurant, right, and you see something that you like, you buy it, right? You eat it, right? We're not talking about people with a little bit of money. They watched Lincoln Riley. And they said what they think he's worth, and they called him and offered him what they think he's worth. It's that simple. It's that simple.
That's 100 though.
Bro,
man. I don't think you just wake up one night and be like,
yes, you do. If you're watching him, if you have your eye on something,
how that work?
Listen, if you have your eye on a car, if you have your eye on a certain car, right, and you're waiting for it, and you're waiting for it, and you're waiting for it, when it come out, if you have the money, you're gonna go buy it. They might have just been watching him and saying, you know what? Because it's a lot of people. These damn everybody on the board of trustees is a CEO of another company. Like every CEO, every board of trustees
It doesn't look like it, because this like, once again, I've been screaming all week that we've been limping through the season since the Alabama game. And I'm talking about we all knew that that Manny was pretty much a dead man walking.
Answer this question.
Why wasn't this already a plan in place?
It was the plan. Shake, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Shake, it was the plan in place. That's what Shake. So you didn't come on earlier. This one thing you weren't here earlier. I came on because I got a phone call. I came on. I said, Miami is making a push to go and talk. They're going to go and ask Oregon, can they talk to, you know what I'm saying? News don't stay in long. Can they talk to Mario? I guarantee you that got out to Oregon within the 2 hours I've been on. That got out to Oregon. Somebody leaked it somewhere to Oregon, and I said it. J-Lo, what I say? Oregon's going to, and Billy said it. Billy, this is how when Billy called me said, Miami's going to make this push for Mario, and Oregon is going to make a counter. Oregon they didn't even make a counter. They gave him an offer now.
Hey, you know what's
they knew Miami was coming.
You left out one part.
So you saying that they just now thinking that Miami
Shake,
was
listen,
coming? Like,
listen.
No, they've been wanting them. They've been wanting them.
There's one more part that Zoe left out too. You know what's the biggest difference, Shake? Mario has class. You see, if Mario was Lincoln and the Mother Boys, he'll be in Miami right now. But he not nasty like that. See, Brian and Lincoln, They got a ball game to perform. They already did. So that's the biggest difference. You know what I'm saying? You do have talks behind the scenes, but you have some coaches, you have little coaches like Mario who gonna keep it real.
That's what I wanted to hear right there.
Yeah.
What you just said, they having little talks behind the scenes.
Yeah.
That's
But
being
see,
prepared.
that's what you just said. That's what I'm not talking about. What you just said. You said that's what you wanted to hear. That doesn't mean that that's true. What I'm telling you is factual.
No, he just said that.
No,
that's what you wanted to. And he said that does not mean they
to
want
believe that just all of a sudden they interested in these guys.
Shake, they've been interested in them. Shake, he said that's not what you.
So why is this the initial conversation though?
Oh my God! Like, how much? I actually brought the source here, and I'm still getting disagreed. I don't understand. I can't
agree with
this
you,
shit.
so he agree with you, so he's.
No, what I'm saying is, this is what I'm saying. There's not always talks behind the scenes because shit leaks out. So just think about it. This came out today at about. He called me at 11:20, so the meeting ended probably about 11 this morning. It couldn't even stay in then. It couldn't even stay in then.
So you saying that this is the first interest that Miami is showing?
No.
Mario publicly.
What I'm saying is,
Oregon is just finding out that Miami wants Mario to come home.
Listen, okay. Answer this question. Where did you hear this shit first at?
I've been hearing it for damn near 3 months, 6 months. Like,
so you heard the Miami Brass had interest in Mario for 3.
Like everybody hasn't been screaming for a new coach.
I said the Miami Brass. I said the Miami Brass. Shake, I'm not about to argue with you. I swear to God.
Hey, that's my point. Like,
I'm not. Shake, I said the Miami Brass.
When the game happened, they should have been thinking, "Who is our next coach?"
Shake. Oh my God, I can't take it. I can't take it, Shake. Because you're not listening. You arguing a mute point.
I'm gonna mute myself, man. My bad.
No, you arguing a mute point. What I said was, everybody don't talk behind the scenes. And if people talk behind the scenes, you see how quick this shit got leaked out. This meeting ended around 11 o'clock this morning. I got the information at about 11:24 this morning. I went live at 1:20, at 1:30, and it's already leaked out.
What, you talking about the Mario interest in Miami?
Yeah, the Mario, no, the whole contract situation, everything.
No. Okay. He's talking about Shake's talking about the Mario interest with Miami. Yeah,
no, I understand. What I'm saying is, when we talking about, first Shake talking about the Oklahoma thing, and I said if a rich person sees something, they buy it. So they like Lincoln Riley. They saw it. They came up with the money and they bought it. There is no proof that they were talking behind the scenes. So I'm not with conspiracy theory shit. I don't care.
Yes, you are, because you saying that they not doing that, bro.
No, I'm not saying there's no proof of it. I'm about to mute you. I'm saying there's no proof of it. If there's no proof of it, that's conspiracy theory. I'm not with the conspiracy. I don't know. I don't know, Shay.
$100 million deals go down just like somebody.
All right, Shay. I mean, you believe what you want to believe, Shay. I don't know. I don't know if it happened that way.
Thinking who they wanted their coach to be, and they came up with it correctly, like everybody else.
Shay, I'm gonna tell you this, Shay. Believe what you want to believe. That's all I can say. I'm gonna let it die. I'm serious. I can't say. But I don't live in Oklahoma. I don't watch Oklahoma. I don't live in Los Angeles. I'm not a USC fan, so I can't speak for what happened in Oklahoma and Lincoln Riley.
So in our instance, in our situation, so we shouldn't have been like we shouldn't have been shopping for a coach or actually inquiring about coaches already with the climate from the beginning.
The board of trustees.
So nobody was behind
the board of trustees is a 50-50. Damn near 50-50 split with Manny.
What is it? I'm sorry. I ain't hear what you said. Everything.
The board of trustees is damn near 50-50 split with Manny.
I understand that. That's
So
what's
that's who runs
puzzling
it.
about this whole thing, bro.
That's who runs it.
And who runs them? Who's advising
Nobody.
them? That's ridiculous, though.
That's every school in the nation.
Because we last again. I've been screaming this.
That's
bro.
every school in the nation.
Jason
Answer
Cole
this
said
question.
the same thing. Like
Answer
the
this
day
question.
after I
Are you
said
gonna
it
put
initially,
are you gonna put the
that
money
nobody
in?
is advising these guys correctly, bro. I mean, they don't know what
These guys are CEOs of big time corporations, man.
But they not CEOs of football teams, obviously, because they last. Everybody else that they made their decisions already. They had the people that they
when was the last time? When was the last time the university?
already before
So you giving?
Their season was over.
This one I'm about to kill your argument at right here. You giving University of Southern California props, right, for what they did, right?
No, I don't. I just think that they did what
they made a great move, right?
Normally people do.
They made a great move, right?
Planning on making changes.
When was the last time University of Southern California been relevant?
How many coaches years ago now?
Huh?
A couple years ago now.
A couple years ago
now. I ain't.
A couple years to Reggie Bush.
No, I think they had a couple more years.
They fire every coach.
I agree with that.
Hey, Zoe.
What's up?
So if their contract extension, let's say they're offering them $10 million a year. That's something similar to what the newer coaches are getting right now, $10 million a year. That means Miami needs to offer around 9 because Oregon's got a state income tax of around 10%. So we need to keep up.
My bad, Shay. Meet Billy Wilson.
Hey, check this out.
Y'all get a lot of my information from University of Miami Hurricane baseball player alumni booster.
Understood. I appreciate you, bro. The salute to you. For real.
And he put me on with Chuck Pearson last night. Another big time booster. He was on last night. We were talking, and he said the next 72 hours gonna be crazy. I'll be damned if shit ain't already crazy.
I understand that, but people like me who really have questions, like I don't have like the average question that the average person has. Obviously,
you're not asking questions. You make a statement. I answer a question, but if you give me a statement that I can't answer, I can't.
No, you didn't answer the question. I'm asking who. No, you did, because I asked who's advising the actual board of trustees. And again, Jason Cole was on with Joe Rose the other morning. He asked the same thing, and he said the same exact thing. After I said it, who is advising them? Because
Jason Rose, nobody.
Everybody else made their decisions, and we still with everything else, we fumbling around. We don't know what the hell we doing yet. Like that should have been already made, bro. They got Manny Diaz on the recruiting trail, and he a lame duck. The man don't even know if he's gonna be here. He's still going in people's living rooms right now, homie.
The only way he's not gonna be here is if we don't get Mario.
Well, hey, I just read a few minutes ago on 24/7 Sports that Oregon has a contract extension waiting for Mario tonight.
But he ain't signed.
You late.
You're late.
You really late.
Hours ago.
That's what we're talking about right now.
We all expected that, correct?
Back in, man.
We all expected that, correct? That's not breaking news for the average guy, right? Like we all knew that was gonna happen.
Well, we didn't know that was gonna happen before 11 o'clock this morning. We didn't know that was gonna happen before 11 o'clock this morning.
Oh, come on, bro.
No, we didn't,
bro. I ain't gonna agree with that, bro, because I don't like I really.
No, listen. We did the meet. They had the meeting this morning.
Homie, they was gonna try to go.
Listen,
man, bro.
They had the meeting this morning that they were going to go ask Oregon for permission to talk to Mario Cristobal.
Yeah, on our end, yeah. But I knew that but Oregon, if they valued Mario like that,
I'm not. What I'm doing is that's what I'm saying. I'm not guessing. I'm not speculating. I'm not because I can't do that. Because if I do that, right, I get killed on YouTube. So I can't guess and speculate. If I put something out, it has to be factual. If I got half of the Koski shit wrong, and I got killed for getting half of that wrong about him coming back. Because he came back, but he came back to get his degree. Okay? Remember that?
Yeah.
I got killed for that.
Listen, bro,
so I can't, me personally, represent guys like Billy and Chuck and the rest of that whole crew. Me personally, I can't put out something that's not factual because I'm gonna get killed for that shit. So I know for a fact this morning they had a meeting. I know for a fact this morning they were going to ask the Oregon Trust, can they talk to Mario about becoming the next coach of Miami and the buyout, because the buyout went from 20 million to 9 million and 6.5 million in January. Okay, a lot of people ain't even know about that.
You said it came down since
it came down from 20 million last week to 9 million this week. In January, it'll be 6.4 million for Mario's buyout. So I'm talking about, like, all this stuff just came out now. And this stuff I'm getting from Billy and all of the guys that are in that circle. Guys that was in that meeting this morning. Like I said, Billy called me on the phone, and he was on the phone talking to Alonzo Highsmith and who was it? Was it Bernie or who was it? Who was else with you, Billy? Gino. I think weekend I was supposed to go to Miami, and I missed out. So all I can do is, because those guys are giving me, I'm getting information from these guys. I have to give out the factual information. I can't give out guesses, because if I do, I'm going to get killed. He's not going to give me no more. They're not going to give me information if I'm speculating, especially when they're giving me.
So what are we saying? All our eggs are in the Mario bag.
All about, well, no, not necessarily. A lot of the board of trustees don't want Lane Kiffin because of his they don't think he'll stay. But what percentage is it with Lane? Billy, what you think the percentage is?
They want Mario, and if
Lane is
Lane's
like 50%,
choice, but they don't know. It's a catch-22. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. A lot of people want to put their name in the hat that we're not even looking at.
Exactly.
So they can get a pay raise.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, look, this school's looking at me. I'm going to give me a pay raise now.
Exactly.
You're talking behind the scenes and stuff. You got to remember a lot of the stuff you can't talk about because Manny's daddy. Manny's daddy's high up there, and he knows everybody in that board. So if something gets out, it's crazy. And out of respect, when did the Oklahoma thing and the USC thing go down? After Oklahoma season was basically over. USC is over. Well, what about Notre Dame? Well, Notre Dame ain't going to the championship. They weren't doing it. They weren't going to go to the playoffs, so their season was basically done. And LSU's done. They've been looking for a coach forever. But what did they do? LSU could have been going after. They were talking to his agent for a long time, but there was no actual talk with him until season was over. And as soon as season was over, he's like, "Oh, I'm done. I'm gone. Okay, I'll take it."
So these are the things that I'm saying. Like,
I'm saying, they can snatch KKK chip up and get this guy, to pretty much leave in the middle of the night in Oklahoma and sign the Stoops guy to, some money.
I would rather, me personally, if I had a choice, I would rather have a Mad Pirate. If I couldn't get Mario, I would rather have a Mad Pirate. I'm just being honest with you.
So that's where we at, though. That's my.
I love him. I don't think that's a concession.
We scrambling now. If we don't get,
I don't listen.
This is what I was talking about from the beginning, bro.
But
why wasn't all this put in place already? Why are we at the end of the process? Scrambling around to say, "Oh, if you can't get Mario, we're going to this guy."
Listen, I like the Pirate better than Mario. I just like Mario inside stuff better than the Pirate. I like his inside what he can bring with the former players and stuff. But as a coaching standpoint, as a coaching standpoint, I think the Pirates are a better coach than Mario.
Every option that we pitching out there right now, except Mario, is everybody else getting a remote control car without the cord, and you getting the one with the cord.
Understand?
That's crazy,
that's also why they left. They're leaving Manny where he is right now.
You
So
gotta weigh your
exactly, and this is what I say. Just think about it, right?
You gotta weigh your options.
Now you just said, are we putting all our eggs in one basket?
Right. So
But then you overcorrect yourself and say that, oh, so we don't get Mario. You're saying there's nobody out there for us to get if we don't get Mario.
No, I didn't say that. I
You say you
said
want
that
Stu.
they
You like
should
Stu.
have been. No, I didn't say that. I said they should have been had a real candidate. They should have
Who's the
been
real candidate?
had somebody researched this person. Once again, bro, everybody talk to these people, bro. Nobody can sit there and tell me, oh, nobody been in contact with these people, bro. It's just
No, you're right.
You know
the
for a fact.
the 11th
That's
hour.
Yes, you know
They
why I can
come
say
to these
that?
people saying, "Oh, I all of a sudden want you to be the coach of my team, bro." I don't think that works like
No,
that, bro.
in my
Somebody
opinion,
had
it
to be in
works like that.
contact with somebody before that.
Thank you.
There's some interest.
Yeah. You're right. That's facts. That's
bottom line.
behind
Like
the
there's
scenes.
no great.
No. He agreed with one part of your
what I
statement.
mean. We
He
haven't
agreed
been
with
doing
he agreed with
we
one
haven't
part of your
contacted
statement.
anybody.
Shay,
We've
he
been
agreed with
following the
one part of
rules
your
and all of that. So
Shay, he
we
agreed with one
fast.
part of your statement, not the other. Listen to what he's saying.
No, I agree, dog. They do talk. Like I believe they talk behind the scenes. When I say behind the scenes, probably not school to coach, but remember they could talk to your agent.
Understood.
That's fact. You feel me? So those talks do happen, and you're right. It's not a 1 day thing, but it's not a 2-3 weeks situation. Also,
understood.
You feel me? So yeah,
But there
you're right
is
about that.
correspondence though, bro.
Can I
There
say
is
something?
interest.
Can I say something?
Yeah, they are.
Can I say something? Can I say something? And this is why I get frustrated at, right? Everybody knows Chuck Pearson, one of the biggest boosters at Miami. He was on here last night, giving all the information, and I'm sitting here giving the information. And I got Billy on here, another huge booster, giving information, and I'm getting killed for giving facts. This is bananas to me.
Killed? Who killing you?
Because because I'm not speculating on who talks to who. It's a fast paced world today. This is not the 80s. They don't use pelicans and shit.
Okay, my bad, big bro. My bad. Go ahead.
They don't use pelicans and shit to deliver mail no more.
You're right, Joe.
And so if you see something that you like and you're a billionaire, they may have been watching Lincoln Riley all year and not even speak to him. What I say, real gangsters moving silent? They might have been doing that. You know why they might have been doing it? So it didn't get leaked out. So when they hit him with this money, and Oklahoma didn't have time to react. Like what? You can sit there because you know Lincoln Riley was becoming out. His name was starting to get out there, right? So
Yeah,
what they did. So what they I'm not saying what they did. What I'm saying what they probably did was they probably didn't contact him because they didn't want to drive his price up. Because if they contact him and it leaks out, now it drives his price up. Right?
Yeah, but Lincoln Riley was going to get out of there regardless. He don't.
I understand what you're saying.
About him with
I'm not disagreeing with. I'm not disagreeing with that. How many times do recruits use Miami, sign with Miami just to get to Alabama? A lot, right? This is what I'm saying. So USC might not have contacted him until the last minute when they said, "Okay, we know he's leaving. Let's throw this at him right now."
So Chip Kelly was the same way with LSU.
I can't speculate. I don't know what
big
happened.
bro, that's my point to you. Everybody else was progressive thinking with it, bro. You saying that we moving fast and all of that, and we moving slow.
I can't.
See, they're beyond even moving. They're moving beyond even moving slow though. Because here's the thing: you're going to go from one mediocre coach to another mediocre coach. That's all they're thinking about. So, I mean, what does it really matter at the end of the day? Because, okay, Mario won a couple more games at Oregon and what's pretty obvious weaker competition than even what we play against now. Players like Justin Herbert have regressed under Mario's coaching. I mean, he's Manny 3.0. That's all Mario is. I have not heard a good football argument yet as to why he needs to be the coach of Miami.
So Slim, would you be okay with the the Hurricanes bringing John Gruden?
Oh, fuck no!
Oh, God.
Fuck, everybody get kicked out of the chat.
Talk about
No,
a scandal.
Hell no! If that wasn't the white question I ever heard in my life.
No, because
no.
the reason.
I want
No!
John Gruden won a Super Bowl and made his name off of a team Tony Dungy built.
John Gruden is not allowed to coach black kids.
Who would you bring from the NFL if
He
you
is
had a
not
choice?
allowed to do nothing. He is not allowed to coach black kids.
Okay. From the NFL, if you wanted to bring in an NFL coach down here, who would you bring?
My choice would be Tom Herman.
We are not bringing in. Listen, this is the only option for this year. The only option for this year: 2% Lane Kiffin, 98% Mario, or we stick with Manny for another year, and that's when they do their true coaching search. All right, when you have the board of trustees split the way they are, and they're split because of politics and shit like that, it happens. But at the end of the day, every coach we fire is within 3 years. Like, I'm not with the Western Night thing, but like I said, Slim was on here when I first came on. When I first came on, and just this how quick this shit leaked out. Nobody knew about the meeting that Miami was about to set up with Mario. Because the meeting was going, they were going to call Mario after the game tonight, or call Oregon after the game tonight. And JLT, you was on yesterday when Chuck was on. What did he say? It's gonna be the things you like and don't like, but it's some shit that's about to happen. And Monday is really gonna be crazy. So I'll be off Monday. Because Monday's going to be crazy. If we don't get Mario, I can promise you this here. They're going to go after the best offense and defensive coordinators in the world. That's what they're going to do.
Like a Brent Venables or something like that?
No, he already got a head coaching job or something.
Yeah, Brent Venables got a head coaching job. They're going to go after whoever the best offense, I don't care what school they play for, coach for, none of that matters. They're going to throw bags at the best offense and defense. Manny will not call a play next year. Everything will be stripped. He will be a figure. Like you said, when they got a bobblehead, he will be a bobblehead next year. And I'm okay if we win with a bobblehead. Okay? They are going to, I can promise you, Miami is going, if we do not get Mario, it is not the end of the line. It is not the end of the line. Let's get off of jumping off the roof, man. They are going to get experienced coaches that can call plays and understand this talent. And you have to have a backup plan like that. So it's going to be some major fucking changes.
Okay, if that happens, who are your guys' favorites for the coordinators? Who are your
I have no idea. I don't even know all. I don't even know all. All I know is there always a hot offensive and defensive coordinator that's looking they're looking to hire as a head coach or upgrade somewhere else?
All right. Let's go by what you said. Say they do that. Let's just say they go out and hire an offensive defensive coordinator. Manny's nothing but a bobblehead next year. They will never get a head coach worth a damn to come to that.
Listen. What I mean by this
is kill that program.
No, what I mean, it won't be publicly as a bobblehead. What I mean by this right here is okay. What I mean by this, they're gonna take that pressure off. Every coach needs great coaches around them. Even the great Nick Saban. So
But
they're
he
going
usually
to
delegates
surround
that.
him with talent. That doesn't make him it's not gonna make him a
Slim.
lame duck.
But big
It's
bro,
no different
if
than
I
what
could just
Georgia did
say,
to Mark Rick.
bro, I could just say this,
No
please.
different.
Listen, Nick Saban is not. He know defense. Like he know what to do. Like these guys ain't just working for him
answer this
just
question.
because he don't know no better.
Answer
Nah,
this question.
he know better.
So
He can actually check
who
one of his coordinators on offense or defense.
who's
about
the defensive
something
coordinator? Who's the defensive coordinator? Who's the defensive coordinator on him? Who's head coach of Georgia right now?
Who is it? Is it the what's his name?
Who's the head
Muschamp?
coach? Who's head coach of Georgia right now?
Is it Muschamp or the other dude?
Huh?
It ain't
Kirby
Muschamp,
Smart.
is it? Yeah, Kirby
Kirby
Smart. My
Smart.
bad.
Kirby Smart on no defense.
Yeah.
Who the Kirby Smart? What defense did Kirby Smart coach? What defense did Kirby Smart coach before?
That's
he
my
got to
point
Georgia?
there. If it get down to it, Kirby Smart can go over there and talk defense with the defensive coordinator.
Now what I'm saying,
Nick
no,
Saban can go over there and talk defense with the
listen,
defensive
so you making
coordinator
up?
and go
Oh
to
my
the
God, I'm gonna
offensive
pull my locks
coordinator and
out.
talk.
I ain't gonna have no locks left in my hair. So I'm not gonna have none. Can Kirby Smart coach defense?
Yeah, of course.
So Kirby Smart, what team did he coach before he got
But
Georgia?
he was a defensive coach, wasn't he?
For what school?
Where did Kirby Smart come from? Didn't he come from? Wasn't he somebody defensive coordinator for a long time?
Alabama.
Some shit like that.
Alabama.
Okay.
Alabama. Now Alabama had the number one defense. Now Georgia has the number one defense. What I'm saying is that's how great of a defensive coach Kirby Smart is. What I'm saying is Miami's going to look to go pluck a defensive coach like that from from another school.
Look at
to bring
all
Miami.
the offensive coordinators that, not just the defense that Alabama had. Look at the offensive coordinators they had also.
Oh yeah, I was just using Kirby Smart as an example because they have the number one defense.
And Nick will walk right down the line and get right on their ass if they ain't doing what he think should be done because he know better on offense and defense. That is my point.
So that's the type of defense.
All of that. But you're
so you don't think the type of defense coordinator bring in shape. So you just want to argue. You just want to. We got in the battle league right now.
Let me eat.
Shay.
Hey, we got a battle tonight, bro. So my bad, B.
Shay.
My bad. It's a battle tonight.
So you see what I'm drinking on Shay?
Look, you all the way in there too, man.
I'm on cane juice, Shay.
I feel you. I'm just getting off these people clock, man. So I got a little, you know what I'm saying? I got a little, a little something still in me, man. I'm still running cable right now in my mind.
Now I feel everybody, man, and we've been 125, 150 strong in the whole chat, man. I appreciate that.
To you.
All I'm saying is, now it goes another way. It goes at an angle, some type of angle or something. It goes like three steps, like one lower than the other and the other lower like that. No, what I'm saying is, they're going to be some positive and there's going to be some negatives, and that's what Chuck said last night. There's going to be some positives, there's going to be some negatives, but it's going to be more positive than negatives. Okay, as far off as we were this year, we really weren't that far off. If we knew Van Dyke was going to be Van Dyke and he played the beginning of the season, we probably would have lost to Alabama still. Probably wouldn't have lost to Michigan State. Those three. 23. I'm telling you, I'll show you what's name better.
Can I just ask you one question, big bro?
Yeah, I'm listening.
The panel too. I'm just gonna bring up a scenario. If you've seen the movie, you've seen the movie. When Armageddon, when the world was looking for, a way to save the world and all that, and they came to Bruce Willis, you know what I mean? He the best deep core driller on the planet and all of that. And Bruce Willis looking around the room in NASA. Like he's in NASA looking around the room like, hold on. All you smart people in here and like it's no contingency plan. Like y'all don't have nothing already planned for this.
You know why? Because this was the beginning.
If it's a nuclear world tomorrow.
This was the beginning of his
there's a
third
plan
year
to have a working government after a nuclear
You
weapon
don't
is displayed.
you
So
don't look to fire a coach in the beginning of his third season.
I ain't talking about firing the coach no more. I'm just talking about whatever plan they were supposed to
Yes, you are.
have there already
You're saying looking for a head coach at the beginning of the beginning of Manny's third season.
Yeah, because they knew it could go left after Alabama. They were
But you were
screaming
saying,
it already.
but you were the same guy that's blaming the players and not the coaches.
I was blaming who
No,
I
no,
thought
no,
was
no,
at fault at the
no,
time.
no,
Because
no,
and
no.
once again, we
I'm
could go there too because it's obvious, bro. Alabama, they wasn't blocking. Every other team after that, after Michigan State, they
listen.
blocking. That was the big
You know,
difference.
you say you know what
And
you're
they
doing.
rushing the passer.
You say you worse than K-Shine. You worse than K-Shine.
That shit
Worse than
crazy.
K-Shine. That's what I'm about to do. You worse than K-Shine. It's gonna be two ways. It's gonna be two ways, man. You gonna figure a way to win this battle.
My bad, dog.
I gotta respect you for it, man. You gonna win it. Listen.
I love these
Everybody
boys
know
though,
man not
man.
developing talent. That's why they want him gone. Right?
Talk
Right?
that walk.
What I mean though is he probably won't be going this year, Shay. Okay.
If he
And
not, they need to let him know, big bro. Because we're a national laughing stock right now. Chip the racist Kelly already in Louisiana holding clan meetings, bro. He is around his people already. Like LSU made that happen quick. Lincoln Riley is already in California. You know what I'm saying?
LSU made
Cheating
it
on this
happen
lady
when
with starlets. You feel
is
me?
LSU going to a bowl game?
Yeah, man, listen,
We
they got to get on it.
we knew they listen. You know why LSU did that?
You'll
All
get
that
it.
off the field shit that when Ed Orgeron, they knew like that shit was crazy.
I agree.
So that's why LSU they moved on from Ed Orgeron before Ed Orgeron even moved on from Ed Orgeron.
Man, Chip KKK Kelly already got a job, bro, and
They
we
not
don't have
they
nobody,
didn't
bro.
hire Chip Kelly, they hired Brian Kelly.
Whatever his name is,
And that motherfucker like overrated as fuck.
I agree. On offense, you know, he's a good offensive guy,
That
but defense, he always
motherfucker.
had like
I don't want anybody talking about his talent pool because he was a top 3 recruit every single year at Notre Dame.
every single year, and he win 10 games every year,
Every
pretty much.
single year at Notre Dame, he had top 3 recruiting class.
So I think he the winningest coach in Notre Dame history right now.
Without a national championship.
Exactly. All I want is for these guys to pull in somebody that's gonna have a backbone, bro. Like if they keep Manny, is it gonna be the same thing though? Like can Manny walk in the AD office and the AD not talk at him and he kind of dictate the conversation? Because right now, you know, I don't think that he can walk in the AD office and bark anything at the AD. I think he getting barked at.
It's not
But
gonna be the
I
AD
think Mario
it's not
can
gonna
go in
be
there
the
and bark at
AD.
somebody.
It's not gonna be the AD who he's talking to. He's not
Well,
gonna
I
be
mean,
talking
whoever
to
they put
the
in that
football.
position.
They're gonna be talking to the football personnel guy. All I'm saying is, and I'm about to get off because it's been over 3 hours, been 3 hours and 8 minutes.
Say that.
You heard it here first with the Mario news.
CWO.
Right.
Good God.
It's crazy how hey J Lo, ain't it crazy how that shit came out while we were still on? J Lo muted. He might be asleep. J Lo, wake your ass up. Wake your ass up.
I say yo.
I don't know what J Lo. We're gonna end the show with J Lo off the chat. Nah, we
There's some battles
when I started
too,
when I came on, everybody's like, that's about to happen. And I'd be damned if it didn't happen a couple hours later. With Oregon already offering Mario more money. And a contract extension. Those guys those two guys, the guy that was on today and the guy that was on last night, they offer real, man.
Let me ask you a question on this too. Do you think any of the former Canes have any type of cachet with Mario or any type of influence?
I think
if
that
they
was
call
the
and say,
perfect.
"Hey, bro, we need you to come home."
That was the perfect point with that situation The thing is now, what's the buyout gonna be now? The buyout right now is $9 million, but they offering him $10 million a year now. Is what they offering Mario in Oregon. Offering him $10 million a year. What is the buyout gonna be? And how many years is it for?
If the buy,
So I would take Urban Meyer. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's fun. It's funny how. Hey Shay,
talk to me. Well,
I'm looking at this comment right here, and I know it's only if this comment is only if he signs. I never said it's not only. I can guarantee you he gonna sign so he can get a buyout.
yeah,
Not gonna turn down that money.
yeah, that's a double win right there for him.
Exactly. But my whole thing is, you said that only if he signs. You didn't even know it was gonna happen. I told you it was gonna happen. Can I get that? Let's just start getting like I said. I would check. You see, when I was in Orlando, I couldn't even call you. You see how busy I was, bro.
Facts. Talk to these people.
I'm sitting, and I told you what I was doing. Watch, I'm here with Boost. But I told you, I'm here trying to get this so I can really get some information. Because the boosters that the people that I talk to, they know a lot, but I need the more that I can get to support me, the more information I can get out to the Hurricane fan base. Legit information. Not guessing and speculating. I want to be able to get legit information out there to people.
Look, the average fan, bro, like me,
he has a $9 million buyout right now without the new contract. It went from $20 million last week to $9 million this week, and it goes to $6.5 million next week.
So how hard is that going to be how hard would that be for the university? And
if he doesn't sign, they can afford that buyout.
And how likely
hold on. Just got a text. In the meeting today, the president Julio got upset and went off on the board and said they were acting like they were acting like children and said they need to stop. And he took two of his guys that are holding interviews to contract Oregon and get Mario. Okay. Let me see. Mario Dinner. Let's see. How do you write this? Let's see. Okay, so the board is they're still going out tomorrow the board's trying to mess things up because they want Manny, but Julio put a stop to it. This is shit right. This is why I went to Orlando.
Watch this. Why, big bro? This is what I'm talking about, bro. They are in there arguing. Are you
I'm not saying you're not
talking now?
But this is why I went to Orlando, so I can get you guys this shit.
They still in there arguing, bro. They don't know.
No, that was this morning. That was this morning. That was this morning. I was in the meeting this morning.
As early as this morning, they still haven't agreed with each other on what the hell they gonna do.
I said that when I came in.
It's crazy, dog. Where's Nevin Shapiro when we need him, dog? He could walk in there right now and get everybody who used to getting their pockets lined and shutting up. He can get all that done. Well, he could have got it done when he had his $999 million.
He hasn't signed the contract yet because the contract hasn't been put in front of him yet. The contract will be put in front of him tomorrow, not today, not before the game.
Crazy.
I can't.
They going crazy in the meeting. The board of trustees and they're going crazy.
I have worked listen here, man. Shay, you know when I was in Orlando, this shit is. I drove to Orlando. I'm working my ass off to get people. Like I'm telling you, man. Even doing this, you still get shit, bro.
Hey, we all got our crosses to bear, man. You know.
Oh no, it's not, I'm talking about like all I can listen.
You got to
All I can
carry
do
that you
is
on your back, man. You got to carry that scarlet you on your back, man. On your
that shit
chest, dog.
starting to hurt. Especially when you got boost. That's why I say I'm no longer the voice of the fans. I'm the voice of the boosters, bro.
Talk to him, nigga.
I'm the voice of the boosters, bro. That's who. I'm the voice of the boosters. I ain't the voice of the fans, bro. Cause I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna say shit to make you happy. I don't be happy. I can't lie and say something. Shake, we brothers. I love you to death. You know I'm not. You the same way with me. You're
Real
not
nigga
gonna
shit.
lie to me to make me happy, bro.
Real nigga shit.
We too much like you. We too much alike. That's why we argue the way we argue.
Facts.
You
And
know
we
what I'm
want these
saying?
boys to get right, man. End of the day, we want these boys to get right, man. Fuck the dumb shit. Educational purposes.
Let me see.
Worst part about this whole thing, bro, is to see everybody
Mario
just
Cristobal will
put.
be announced. How do you know that, man? You just only thing you doing is reading from what you just read 2 hours, hour and a half ago. Cause you ain't know nothing about the meeting this morning, man. I gotta stop fucking killing me. This shit killing
Tell
me.
you, Mario ready to stay out there and play dress up and play Fortnite with them boys.
Listen,
My
man.
dog,
I can't take it no
they
more, man.
say they gotta. Hey, bro, like that's a crazy decision to have to make, bro. The worst part about this whole thing, because once again, I'm listening to Jason Cole
Hold
talking.
on, time. He's been going back and forth to Miami because his mom is sick. And guess what?
Exactly.
He's been going back and forth in a private fucking jet. Hey, watch this right here. Hey, Google, what is Phil Knight's net worth?
The net worth of Phil Knight is $61,700,000,000.
You hear that, Shake? Did you hear that, Shake? Shake, did you hear that? Hey, Shake. Oh, fuck, Shake. Guess how much my room was a night?
Little bro just got in the
I
car.
didn't pay my room. They just sent me the receipt on my room. Guess how much my room was? Hey, Shay. They ain't even. They just sent me a receipt of my room. My room was $450 a night, Shay. When
Lord.
I was in Orlando. That's fucking crazy. $450 a night.
Grandma brought
Bruh. All I'm gonna say is when it comes down to it, we gotta make sure. My bad, little brother just jumped in trying to get him to the high precious cargo. You already know how that goes. But yeah, we just gotta make sure that we not looking like clowns, coming away from
I
this
don't think we look
situation.
like. What will
Or
make us
looking
look
like
like?
hurt
Shay,
hoes
Shay,
and shit.
I'm asking you to do me a favor, Shay.
Talk to me.
As you do me a favor. You know what will make us look like clowns? If we don't hire Mario and us as a fan base make us look like clowns. Like seriously, we gotta stop killing. We gotta stop killing everybody. We
I
got
agree.
we have to say okay. If Manny's gonna be our coach, we got to say okay. We have to ride with him to see what happens. We have to rally behind them. Hope we get the kids. This is what we have to do because what's gonna make us look like clowns is if we bitching and complaining every single. Like Shay, just think about it. We beat Duke 47-10, and people bitching and complaining about everything. That's looking like a clown.
At this point,
Hey, we can't do that, Shay.
thank you very much.
We can't beat Duke 47-10 and we still picking on the players.
Hey, let me. I got you.
Hey, Miss Shay. I
Oh, I
know
was
she
gonna
can't
say
hear me. I know
hello.
you got your brother. How you doing? Hey, Shay, we about to get up off here, man. I'm tired, man. I've been on for 3 hours and 20 minutes, bro.
I know you've been at it, my nigga. I'll hit you up behind the scenes in a little bit, bro.
I love you, bro. You be safe, man.
Blessings, homie. G safe. Go
All right.
Canes.
Go Kane. Hey, I'm gonna get up out of here, man. We'll talk tomorrow, maybe after the game tonight, man. I'm up out of here. J Love T don't want to sleep on me. We up out of here, man. Let me see that. Appreciate you, Matthew, man. Thank you so much, bro. Because the AD might not be as important as you. AD might just be over football, baseball. AD might just be over football and baseball. So love you guys, man. Appreciate it, man. Love you guys, man. Appreciate you so much, man. Thank you for the support, man. We up out here. I'm tired. We up out here. Peace.